Fade. Fade. Get in the hole. Go, 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 go. Just want to see what these are doing. I literally have the club in my hand, bro. It's probably far, but... Fade.
many things I have to do.
Michelob Ultra Zero, official beer sponsor of the FIFA.
That's wrong. So that's not even it. Why isn't there? Why isn't it there? All right. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Mm. Of course. Always something. All right. Hooah. And we're live. Yeah. Okay. That looks fine. Yep. Camera is off center, but there we go. That looks fine. A little high. All right. So hello everybody and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine and well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. A little hot. I don't know why. Got the AC turned up to max. Maybe it's all the nicotine. It makes me feel hotter. I don't know. Vasoconstriction. I have no clue. But yes, I am hyped up on nicotine and cocoa, and I got coffee here too, so I'm good to go, baby. Good to go. Yeah. My. So I did a fair amount of advertising for this show. Hopefully it'll help. I Really have no idea. Wednesdays are usually okay, but yeah, it's hard to say. Hard to say. I kind of used a similar thumbnail to last show, so maybe not. I know I need to branch out from Jer and Styxhexenhammer. I don't know. I find DSP, Dark Side Field, to be kind of boring, though. I don't know that I want to talk about him anymore. Most of the crowd that joined my channel are from, I think, the Kiwi place, Kiwi Farms. Yeah, I don't post there no more. I'd love to. Hell, I'd even be willing to pay, like, advertising money and such, but I don't like the guy that runs the site. Yeah. What's his name? Josh Moon. Well, I mean, not that I can afford... Actually, no, I can't afford that, but... If I could, I would, but... It's kind of difficult to branch out. I tried logging into my Kick. I'm going to tell you what. I'm not a big fan of Kick, man. I couldn't get into my Kick account. I just recently turned on two-factor authentication. Tried to log in. Tells me to put in a code. They didn't send me the code. I had the right email address. They're supposed to email it to you. Never got it. Wow. That site needs some work done, man. Big time. I see Superman is in the room. It was a push-up day today. I did 170 push-ups. It was a good day. Well, good for you, man. Very good. Yeah, it's a lot of push-ups. Good job. I am watching Kick now, though. Though I'm not logged into my account, I can respond to chats. I'm not sure how good a platform Kick is, though. I mean, I do need to do some work on my channel to attract views, put up a banner, and a decent channel pick. Probably need to change the name as well. That might help. But I think like next live stream, I'm going to try streaming on Rumble. Maybe I'll have more success there. I don't know. Kick as a platform, I'm not too familiar with it. I mean, I couldn't even log into my own friggin' account. And unlike Styxhexenhammer, I know what I'm doing. They just didn't even send me the code. I don't know why. And I waited and waited and waited and no code. Yep, still no code. What a joke. Pathetic. Oh, man. So, before I get to... And we got a lot of stuff to cover today. I got a lot of segments. So, should be good. So, I wanted to do another call to action. Because I'm really kind of changing my focus in regards to... I was very surprised at how many people reached out and donated. And so I'm kind of thinking I might... I didn't think that many people would donate. I honestly didn't. I thought I'd get like a few $100 that would maybe tide me over until, fill in the gaps in my work so I could get through the summer. A few hundred wouldn't have done it, but I mean, a bit more than that would have. But then a bunch of people reached out and helped me out. It was so great. I mean, I haven't been able to take any time off in like a year and a half. I'm a tired guy. My health and all that. But I've had no choice, And now I'm starting to think maybe I'll actually be able to move out of this place. I'm living in a very expensive place right now, so it makes saving difficult. So if there's any kind of downturn in business, and a significant downturn where I live, like 70-80%, until August, then I'm screwed. So yeah, bear with me. Do another call to action. So yeah, now I'm thinking, as generous as and kind as people were, that maybe I can actually get enough from this fundraiser to finally be able to move out of this place. Because moving into a new place, it's not just the rent. I mean, the rent here is very expensive, but then you got the security deposit. And then you have all the fees you got to pay to start up your utilities and all that stuff. I got to put a deposit down with the freaking electric company. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's not cheap. So hopefully, yeah, some of you guys out there who are longtime followers will want to check out my GoFundMe. The link in the description, and make a donation. That'd be great. So basically, the situation I'm in right now is because back in mid 2024, July 2024, I had an accident with my leg. Like I was out walking, there was a hole. I don't want to get into it anyway. My leg got like it was a piece of metal. I didn't think anything of it. I just cleaned the wound out as best I could. It wasn't a major injury. It was something I thought was minor. But little did I know it turned septic. And I ended up in the hospital. And I was in a coma for a month. The doctors were kind of surprised I lived because it was so bad, honestly. They had a bag attached to my leg, sucking out the pus there. And they had to keep the wound open for all that time to suck out the, all of the necrotized tissue and all the fat and everything. And it was really bad and left my right leg above the knee kind of hollowed out. It's not a pretty sight, but anyway, I've done my best to build that back up. But ever since then, I had a heart attack, and then I had a stroke, and then a smaller, like, micro stroke after that, about 8 months later. So my health is really poor, and I wasn't able to go back to my field of work, which is very, well, it's physically demanding, but I never had a problem with it. But after the sepsis and the shock and, the problems with the heart attack, the strokes, and the sepsis caused some issues with my kidneys. I'm just doing what I can. Like I've been doing like independent contractor work, what's available, and then what I'm able to handle, and just barely been able to keep my head above water for the past, it's going on 2 years now. So it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle. My health has been in question. Doctors told me I should take off like at least 18 months. I don't know who has that option. Who can do that? I can't do that. Who can take a year and a half or 2 years off of work, man? Nobody can do that. Or very few people could have that option. And so I pretty much worked myself into the ground the past couple years. Starting to be able to do more now. It's funny because a year ago I felt much better than I do now. But during my exercise routines, they've actually become much easier. And so I said to myself, when the exercise becomes easier, that's a sign. When it becomes something akin to how it was, ease-wise, to before I got ill, then that's my cue to try and get back into my my vocation, my field of work. Now, I feel like garbage every day. That's the strokes. That's life, I feel like crap. If I sit around and rest and don't do anything until I don't feel like crap anymore, I'll be homeless. So I don't have that option. So got to keep working, got to keep grafting, doing as much as I can. But because as expensive as this place is, and because of my health, that's it's not enough to really get ahead very much. So that's why I started the fundraiser on GoFundMe. Initially, it was just to get through this summer because I know from last year that summers are when there's a huge downturn. One of my contract jobs that I do, it's for the state, it completely disappears, but it's like 40% of my income. And the other job I do that's like 60%, it drops off by like 60 to 80%. So it's like I have to have savings to get through the summer, and I didn't have enough savings, so that was why I started up the GoFundMe. And so I didn't realize it would drop off this much. I only had my experience from last year because last year wasn't nearly as bad, but for some reason this year it's dropped off even more. I mean, you can't account for these things. Markets are like that. So initially the fundraiser was just help me get through this summer, but now it's because of its success. I'm thinking maybe I'll actually be able to raise enough to move out of here. So if you're somebody that really likes and appreciates my content, you have some idea what I've been through, and you'd like to help, I ask that you make a donation if you possibly could. The GoFundMe link is in the description, and any amount is appreciated. There's also a Cash App link in the description, and I don't know if you ever use Cash App. It's actually a pretty good app. You can send and receive money anonymously. So if you sent money through Cash App, I wouldn't know who you are, and you wouldn't know who I am. And also, I get 100% of that. With GoFundMe, it's like 95%. But either is fine. So if you would like me to be able to continue creating content, and really what I need to do is get into a cheaper place, because even for the area I live in, this place is super expensive. So I would really greatly appreciate it. So check out the GoFundMe. Check out maybe downloading Cash App, because you can use it for other stuff too. I've used it for like personal individual purchases, so it's like it's a convenient app to have. So you know, Cash App or just GoFundMe donation would be greatly appreciated. I want to keep pumping out content. I want to keep trying to elevate people's minds, elucidate them, educate them on just teach people how the world works, and get them to better understand objective reality. Yes, I'm a comedian, but I'm also a philosopher. And the main reason I created this channel and do the content I do is to serve that purpose. Yeah, I talk about goofballs like Styx and Jeremy Hambley, but they are more teachable lessons. I use them as a way to create a contrast, to better deliver philosophical lessons about the world. And I do it with a laugh so that people are more likely to watch. If I was just doing just straight up philosophical teaching, people would probably find that quite dry and boring. So I've kind of decided on a novel way to deliver the message using comedy and dunking. But anyway, please consider making a GoFundMe donation. It would really help. Greatly appreciated it. I didn't think I would get the kind of generosity I did from people. It really does warm the heart. I was so shocked, and so now I'm thinking if I'm able to raise a little more, I can actually get out of this place. So thank you to everybody who's donated so far. You really made me feel good. It really did. On that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and a pleasant day. And take care. See, that wasn't so bad. I see we've got some more people in the house. Phased by Moons. Didn't you already make a video talking crap on Styx today? Well, I didn't make the video today. I did post the video today. Phased by Moons, they amputated your leg. No. I almost lost the leg, but no, they didn't amputate it. Just lost a bunch of tissue, and they did have to cut the tendon above the knee. I have problems with my right knee now. But, that's life. Superman, about time other people showed up. I thought this would be one-on-one for a time. Phased by Moons, maybe Styx got extra room for you. Dude, come on. Why are you giving me a hard time? Why are you being a dick? CJ says hello. Hey CJ. Phased by Moons, I'll donate this GoFundMe except EBT. This guy thinks he's funny. Jay Territz is in the room. Good evening, philosopher. Hey, how you doing? Admiral Radish. I have a feeling Hambone, DSP, and Styx may join forces. Yeah, I try. Maybe I should continue trying to make content about DSP. It seems like there's cadres of people that enjoy watching certain locales, but not others. And I think just maybe the DSP crowd doesn't know about me yet. So maybe I need to just continue making videos dunking on him. I don't know. Didn't he just delete one of his channels? I think he did. Admiral Radis. No, I did not get my leg ripped off. No, dude. No. It got injured. You didn't listen from the beginning, did you? That's all right. All right, let me open up the first story. This is not good chat. It's boring chat. Oh, Jared's vlog. Oh, geez. Yeah, this should be interesting. I've never done this before. Commented on an entire Jer video, mainly because, you know, this guy is a big giant flagger. But it's 100% fair use. I mean, I add at least the same amount of content as the video that I'm reviewing. And the aspect ratio is changed. It's definitely transformative, what I do with the content. So, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't flag me. This guy, he already flagged the cuck chair video that I made months back. Well, in my opinion, it was him. I mean, who else could it be? But, you know, I figure what the hell. How many followers? He's got 2,000 subs now. Why is this guy starting a vlog? I don't get this. I mean, that's so like 2010. Does anybody even watch vlogs anymore? I don't know. A vlog. I don't know, man. This is so like old school, like 2010, 2010's YouTube. All right. Yeah, I'll review it. Oh. Well, anyway, I'll place the second call of action up. Yeah, everybody's been so great. So many fans popped up I didn't even realize they still had, and they helped me out. It's been wonderful. Yeah. I mean, I do pretty well during the regular year, but like 2-3 months out of the year, it drops off. And then like at the height of summer, it's really bad. But last year wasn't this bad. I was expecting about the same kind of drop off, and I was prepared for that. But it dropped off like way more than it did last year. And it was like, uh-oh. Realist, Breezy Brief, Swith Broke is about to be released from jail. I should cover her. I don't know who that is. But I don't have links disabled in my chat, so you can post a link. All right, let's get to Jer. This vlog situation is so stupid. All right, let me, first let me make sure that on my alternate scene channel that the mic is on. I'm going to do a mic test real quick. All right, this is what happened last stream. If you were here and you remember, there was a problem with the sound. The mic was off. And I reviewed a whole Styx video, and nobody heard me. So, yeah. Let's just make sure the sound is still on. All right, let me check. Make sure that's working. Yeah. Yeah, it still seems to be working. All right. Also, let me make sure my... All right, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. Let's do this. By the way, if you're watching on Kick, feel free to leave comments. I will check Kick periodically and respond to those comments. Wow, this guy. All right, good. Let me finish off this cocoa, and then I'll get going. The cocoa helps with the nicotine, which elevates my blood pressure, and then the cocoa brings it down. All right. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine and well. So here we have Jeremy Dale Hembley. his very expensive cuff microphone he has on there. And he's sitting in, I don't know where he's sitting, but he's in another room of his house. And Jeremy has decided to start a vlog channel. Yes, indeed. Quartering Vlogs. Is this his move to try and save his livelihood? Starting a vlog? What do we got here? 2,000 subs. I mean, I have more than that. I mean, technically, yes, but I really don't. 7,500 of my subs are ghost subs because I got banned off YouTube like 8 years back and just recently revived this channel. So most of those people, almost all of them, in fact, are gone. So I effectively have about 1,500 subs, actually. But he's gotten 9.7K views in one day. That's more than I expected. I think it's just hate watchers. But anyway, who thought this was a good idea? It's got 498 comments? Really? That's a lot. Okay, yeah, they're mostly people dunking on him. But anyway, let's see what Jer has to say here.
All right, well, welcome to my new vlog channel, something I wanted to start for a while.
Why? I mean, a vlog is just talking about your personal life, right? You do that in all your live streams.
I'll be uploading twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays here at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Twice a week? That's not going to save you. Twice a week.
A variety of topics, news topics, life topics, business topics, the business.
Isn't that the quartering? Isn't that just your live stream? I don't get it.
Of YouTube, perhaps some, you know, out and about events, although that's probably going to change.
By the way, what business is he talking about? He's a terrible businessman.
For the next 6 to 8 months. I don't know exactly yet, but this is a spot where we can just talk and we can do deeper dives. And I hope that you're interested in like a closer look into what the YouTube life is like, what
But dude, the only reason you're successful on YouTube is because of your mastery of SEO. Now that the algorithm has changed how it works, you're no longer successful. And we can see that by your quartering views. So, and you're not talented either at content creation. So what do I have to learn from you?
daily routine is like, perhaps some deeper dives, some
He likes saying deeper dives. Doesn't really do much of a deep dive in anything, though.
longer form conversations. This is a brand new channel. Twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, you'll get a new video here. I hope that you'll subscribe and maybe you'll enjoy this more like casual look into behind the scenes. You may notice I'm in a different spot. This is one of the few places in the house that I'm comfortable right now.
Oh, you better not put your wife in any of them. Then you can't claim that your wife isn't an online personality anymore, even though she is. She's all over your channels.
Because last week, I hurt myself. Ended up having to go to the ER on
A baker's cyst. No big deal.
Thursday or Friday. Friday I was at the ER, and there's some interesting conversations to be had. I thought I would share that story with you and kind of let you guys know where I'm at.
The story of the Quartering's emergency room visit. Oh boy.
So some time ago, I hurt myself moving either furniture or I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure.
He's chewing nicotine gum. I know because I chew it.
Sure, it was. I was moving my dog's agility course. They have a big outdoor agility course that weighs, some of the stuff weighs 500-600 pounds.
He didn't move anything that weighs that much. I guarantee it.
I was moving it, and
It feels that heavy to him, but no.
we're moving it into an indoor, into my outbuilding, and the floor was wet because the dogs were in the pool.
That outbuilding, by the way, is where he used to have all his arcade games stored, but he sold them all because he's broke. So now he's turned his arcade building into a dog agility course.
And I slipped while carrying this really heavy thing with my father-in-law. And
That's what happens when you weigh 450 pounds, dude.
I think that is about what put things over the edge.
That and the fact that you're 300 pounds overweight.
And by the next day, I couldn't walk anymore. I couldn't sleep. My knee had swollen to the size of a cantaloupe.
Yeah, he bought a mobility scooter that wouldn't move because he's so heavy. So he had to return it or something. That's what I heard. How are you so fat that a mobility scooter won't move?
And
I've seen some gargantuan broads at Walmart, in Walmart scooters. I mean, those are bottom of the barrel, as cheap as they get scooters. 400-500-pound broads, and they can move. But this guy, he buys a mobility scooter, and he's too fat for it to move him around. Wow.
never had any injuries really before in my life. I've had a broken arm when I was like in 5th grade. So when I originally heard it, I just kind of tried to gut it out. For the following week, it would feel a little bit better, then it would feel a little bit worse. And by Thursday, I knew that there was clearly something wrong. And there's like this level of denial that you get.
That's your whole life, pal. Denial.
When you're like an old guy.
You're not old. You're 43, okay? Why do you keep saying you're old? Well, he's a very old 43-year-old, yeah.
Where you want to just gut things out. Toxic masculinity, I guess. And
that's not real.
I was still like power washing the floors on my knee. I bought like a Amazon knee brace, figured.
Power washing? Why? Right, because he's selling the swamp mansion, right? He's trying to find a buyer for his mansion, his Shrek hovel.
That'd be okay. I finally go to the doctor, make a doctor's appointment. My wife is basically like, yo, enough. You got to go to the
You mean your roommate? Yeah.
Doctor. I just kept hoping it would get better. I bet a lot of you have probably been in that scenario too. And it just never got better. And so I went to my doctor and I was like, it's probably like tendonitis or something like that. And he's like, oh no, dude, definitely not. You have to go to the hospital. The joint was hot, apparently, like to the touch, and very swollen. As a certified fat guy, although I'm working on that. It's a losing battle, but I am working on it.
It's a losing battle. How are you working on that, Jer? Did you get a pool? I mean, we know you're super lazy, man. You didn't even want to walk anywhere. Did you get a pool? Why not get a pool, man? You can swim in a pool, right? You could lose weight that way. Low impact. It's a good way for, globulous individuals like you to lose weight. Why not get a pool? Why not get a stationary bicycle? You could do that. What are you doing to work on it? Nothing. Losing battle.
On that.
It's pretty easy to lose when you don't fight back.
I've never had any injuries. No real, like maybe a back thing here or there. No chronic fat guy injuries. This was definitely the result of moving that furniture, slipping on the floor. I thought maybe I just hyperextended it. Turns out that's not the case. So they sent me to get an x-ray. Had to park like a mile away and walk in, which...
Had to park that's what? You had to park a mile away and walk? He didn't park a mile away. I know what he's talking about. Lots of hospitals, most hospitals have copious amounts of parking, and some of the parking spaces are quite far from the entrance, but it ain't no mile. Probably seemed like a mile to him because, 450 pounds, yo. This guy used to walking too much now.
This is a minor critique on the U.S. healthcare system, even though I have great health insurance that I have to pay for myself, almost $2,000 a month.
$2,000? I don't even think Boogie 2988 pays $2,000 a month, and he's in worse shape than you. Maybe he's talking about between him and his wife. Maybe that's, for both of them. I don't know. That sounds pretty expensive, even for a guy this overweight.
I have to go drive there on this knee that my doctor just told me, hey, this is an emergency, you need to go. Drive there, get the x-ray. Thankfully, that was pretty quick in and out. And then they're like,
yeah, that's his whole life. It's a very quick in and out. Yeah, that's what his wife said.
you need to go to get an MRI. And you have to drive downtown Milwaukee.
By the way, we know that hasn't happened in quite a while. I'm very sure they share separate bedrooms. They don't share the same bedroom. Quite sure they have separate bedrooms, yeah.
To do it. That's like a 45-minute drive. And
where the hell does this guy live? The hospital's 45 minutes away from your swamp mansion?
I've been on that campus before when my dad was there. It's huge. I was like, man, there's no way. Like, how am I going to even get in there? And so thankfully, my wife came with me. And
Can you imagine her? She's a tiny thing trying to help this gargantuan man hobble. God, why hasn't she divorced him yet? Jeez.
we got a wheelchair because it was, I don't know, probably half a mile of walking, just
Now it's half a mile. Dude, there was no half a mile to get to the hospital entrance. What are you talking about?
like inside the hospital campus. I parked in the wrong parking structure.
Of course.
I get an MRI, which wasn't
Well, dude, you parked in the wrong place. Whose fault is that?
that bad of an experience. Yes, I fit in the MRI tube. Many of you
Yeah, Americans have become very, very fat, so I'm not surprised they have a supersized one for you, buddy.
know, I'm 6'5", I'm a big guy, but I fit in there fine, and thankfully they, they let me listen to whatever music I wanted, which was pretty cool, and so I actually had him put on Modest Mouse's new record, listen to that. I was in that
Some people are claustrophobic. Freak out inside there. Yeah, guess the music helps.
MRI machine for, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes. It feels, if you've ever had an MRI, man, it feels like time is just passing at like half speed, quarter speed. And, but some of the frustrations is like, I'm in excruciating pain. And then they lock your leg in this thing. And they tell me on Friday at the end of the day, well, we'll let you know in like 4 or 5 days. I'm like, cool. My doctor thought that this was like an emergency, so he did a stat MRI order. He's worried about some infection. Is that really, because
This sounds bunko. Wait a second, infection? Why would it be? Dude, it doesn't, but your skin is intact. I mean, I don't know. That don't sound right. How would it be? I mean, usually it's an infection if there's been some kind of puncture wound or a cut. I guess it's possible. I don't know. I mean, maybe bacteria, virus is already in your body.
Last time I had an x-ray, and I don't know if apparently this is the norm now. Last time I got an x-ray, they do the x-ray, you sat in the waiting room for half an hour, then you went back in and the doctor read it. And you figured out you had a broken bone or you didn't have a broken bone or a sprain or whatever the case was.
Yeah, hey dummy, an MRI is much more complicated than a simple x-ray.
Bone, fracture, whatever at the bone skeletal level. Nope. They never told me what was on my x-ray. They just said, go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. They don't tell me what's on my MRI. And so this is Friday going into Saturday. And I mean, the pain is very, very bad. There's not a lot of positions I can find that are really comfortable to sleep. And they did give me some pills to mask the pain.
Doesn't he use a CPAP machine or something? I don't think sleeping for you is comfortable, injury or no.
But I'm really reticent about taking those because I have an addictive personality,
Oh, he has an addictive personality. Oh, really? I would never have guessed, Jer.
You don't get this chunky if you don't have some addictive personality traits.
By the way, didn't he say he couldn't wait to get the good stuff? Like the Oxy and such? Yeah.
And so I'm real careful about taking them. I will say last night I enjoyed seeing flavors and tasting colors while I watched a couple of movies.
What? These drugs don't do that unless you take them with booze, okay? So this guy's mixing prescription drugs and alcohol. That's great, buddy. Lovely. I'm sure he did that on purpose. I'm 100% certain.
And
just my opinion, of course. Still allowed to have that, right? An opinion?
So what am I looking at? Well, it's either
taste, color. Oh boy. Wow.
Both the ACL and MCL are torn. That would be probably a worst case scenario. Pretty common. I bet a lot of you.
I think the Baker's cyst is like you tear a meniscus or something and fluid builds up behind the knee. Something like that. And the pressure, since the fluid has nowhere to go, it causes pain. And they could just drain the fluid, right? And then you would elevate and ice and rest and recuperate.
You have had knee injuries before. Maybe my pain threshold just isn't as high as yours.
You're a big baby, man. You're a big freaking baby, okay?
But it is extremely painful. And just straightening the leg out, like, brings tears in my eyes. It hurts so bad. And
yeah. Remember, he's femme-centered, so yeah, he's female-centered for sure. Yeah, it's a myth that women have a higher pain threshold than men, by the way. Total complete myth.
And icing it does very little. It does keep the swelling down a little bit. But this journey has been really educational. First of all,
journey. What a loser. This is not a journey, pal, okay?
well, even with really good insurance, it's going to cost me many thousands of dollars. I may be forced to be a fat guy on one of those little hover round carts, which will be a funny sight to see.
I guarantee he would love that. An excuse to be even lazier? Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want to sacrifice summer. I live in Wisconsin, and basically everything, you know, if I had a knee injury in December, it'd be fine. I get to skip Christmas.
Sacrifice summer? Dude, you're 450 pounds. When are you going outside? What are you talking about? You don't do nothing. You big schlub.
Be healed up by spring. Everything is good. Well, now I have a major knee injury, which I guess if you're in athletics or whatever, that's common for people. But, you know, I'm older now. I'm out of shape. My recovery
Yeah, you think?
period could be 6 months to a year is what they're telling me,
Yeah, well, when you weigh that much, yeah.
depending on the level of the tear. Now, best case scenario would be it's only torn a little bit.
There's a cat? He has cats? What, you got a zoo there? He's got like 3 or 4 dogs. He's got cats. That house must stink.
And I can rehab it, which I'm praying for. I don't like to waste prayers on selfish things like that, so I haven't even actually technically prayed for it.
Dude, I don't believe you prayed ever. Whole Christian thing is a grift.
But, like, that's what I'm hoping for. And even that would be a couple of months of rehab, which would be fine because I'm really blessed that my job is sitting on my rear end and reading other people's news articles and having a take on it.
Not much of a take. Pretty milquetoast, really.
But this whole thing has taught me a lot. First, about the healthcare system. No, I'm not going full communist. I mean, I think the level of care I got was really good. I just think it's ridiculous that they make somebody who can't walk go to 3 different buildings, all, 30 miles apart from each other in the same day. Oh, and then they called me halfway there and like, well, we need to get you fitted for crutches. Can you stop it right now? So that's actually the 4th spot I had to stop, a totally different building. Fortunately, it was on the way to the ER. And
well, people aren't supposed to be big, fat slobs, dude. They're not supposed to have these kind of problems. They're not supposed to... Even when you're in good health, you have difficulty moving around, okay?
learned how to use crutches. I've never been on crutches before in my life, I don't think. And
you don't know?
tricky on stairs. I generally just don't use them on stairs, which is probably stupid. But
dude, I think you walking up and down stairs is tricky regardless.
My stupid stubbornness is what led to all of this.
Yeah, you're right. Your stupid stubbornness is what's led to all this drama and you feeling the need to create a new vlog channel. You destroyed your quartering channel. Yeah, your stubbornness, for sure.
I love to show you images of my exploded knee, all this kind of stuff, but I'm going to skip that. It's gross. It doesn't look good. If I had MRI images to show you, that I would probably show you. Maybe I'll post
Exploded knee? Your knee ain't exploded. What a drama queen.
them to X or something like that. But
you want to see disgusting? Go check out my channel like 2 years ago where my, I took a razor blade and poked the skin of my knee and purplish, foul-smelling pus came bursting out of it like a geyser. Then I had to go to the hospital and spend a month in a coma. Go check that out.
what this has taught me, first of all, it's given me a renewed vigor to like lose some weight. Obviously, the way this injury happened probably would have happened to somebody who wasn't 100 pounds overweight.
100? Dude, you're like at minimum 250. You've got no muscle on you. You're obese. You are like 450 pounds. At 6'5", and by the way, with as out of shape as you are and as little muscle as you have in your frame, even at 200 pounds, you're probably 20, 30 pounds overweight. So I would say you're about 250 to 275 pounds overweight. What are you talking about? 100 pounds overweight. What fantasy land is this guy living in?
But it's going to make the recovery far more difficult. You know, it's going to make the physical therapy far more difficult. It's going to make, you know, just getting around far more difficult. It made finding a little hover around vehicle really difficult. First of all, I'm 6'5", so it's hard to find any of these little vehicles. Perhaps when I get it, they're delivering it later this week. In the next vlog, I'll vlog from my little old man cart while I'm driving around or something like that. But I didn't want to. I can't sacrifice the entire summer. But it did get me thinking more about, like, I don't know, you let me know if
Can't sacrifice the summer. Do you need to distract yourself that much? What is this guy doing in the summer? He ain't doing nothing.
you ever had anything kind of like this. I think it's pretty common if somebody has like a cardiac issue or something like that, where like, oh my God, I need to get everything in order. I need to get, need to get healthy, this and the other thing. Turns out, other than being overweight, since I went through all these battery of tests, I'm fine. I need to lose weight. Blood pressure's good. Cholesterol's good. All that stuff's good. But I do need to get a physical, which I'm not looking forward to. I don't know if they still do the finger thing or not, but I don't know. But they did tell me that when I was there, because I don't go to the doctor because I've never really needed to. Even when I had the coof, well, what am I going to do? They're going to say, go home and rest, That's kind of how I was raised. I mean, when I did hurt my leg when I was like in 8th grade, I think my parents had me soak it in the tub. Yeah, soak it in the tub, even though it was structurally very, very damaged. I was in a leg brace for like 8 weeks. Then they took me to the clinic, and the clinic's like, why are you here? You take them to the ER. So I guess there was that other injury. So I've had 2, but I know when.
Sounds like your parents didn't care very much about you. Oh, your leg's all messed up? Just soak it.
When I was in 8th grade, I was jumping down. I was screwing around with my friends, and we were jumping staircases. And I think there was like a 6 or an 8 staircase. I jumped to try to get to the bus, blew up my leg. Might have been the same. No, it was my right leg back then. Bounce back was a lot easier when you're 14 years old, though. But I gotta say, like, I have never felt any pain like this, and I'm sure a lot of people are already typing.
This guy has lived a charmed life. What a charmed life you've lived, pal. I would have to guess that's probably why you have so little character. You've never really experienced any actual suffering in your life. God.
Being like, I've had 7 knee constructions. I never hurt. Stop being a baby. Okay, maybe my pain threshold just isn't like what yours is, and you're a badass and I'm not. Cool. But what I can say is it's extremely depressing too. Like that aspect of it, I'm like, okay, let's go. Give me my MRI. Now they're like, well, it's going to be 4 or 5 days before we tell you what the results are. So now I'm just.
Yeah, you said that already.
Just sitting here. I don't want to do anything and injure it worse. All the stuff I'm missing out on already. Fireworks. What? I feel terrible.
Fireworks? Who cares? You need all these outside distractions? I don't give a crap about fireworks, dude.
We had a lot of I had plans with my wife over the 4th.
What are you, a child? I mean, if you had children, you might be looking forward to that, but what do you care? You're 43 years old. You want to go see fireworks? Oh, I'm depressed because I missed out on fireworks. Get out of here. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going to watch them, but I mean, he's a big baby. He's a baby.
just, it wouldn't be responsible to go. Now, if I had gone and they're like, well,
Oh, dude, since when did you care about being responsible? Get out of here. You have no savings. You have no money. You buy tchotchke crap all the time. Freaking Funko Pops, Pokemon cards.
it's a full ACL tear, you're not going to tear it anymore. I just take some of those magical little round pills, go see this, see the colors. But if it's only a partial tear, I don't want to risk making it a full tear and end up having surgery. But it is really a bummer at this age now to be like, man, I'm going to lose the whole summer, minimum. Like not going to be able to get around. I bought a brand new power washer with a floor tile attachment. Really excited. I was really excited to use that.
Yeah, you bought it to sell your house. You're going to be putting it on the market, pal.
Clean the tile and sidewalk outside. Can't do it. Couldn't even take my own garbage cans down. And something like that is...
Does he even take out his own trash? I would think his wife does that kind of stuff. She got to do something to earn her keep.
Like really emasculating, like calling somebody and be like, hey man, can you come take my garbage cans down?
That's emasculating. So, it's not emasculating for your wife to sleep with other dudes. But it's emasculating that you can't take out your garbage. Oh, wow. Wow, buddy.
And would it be cool if you did it for the next, I don't know, at least 8 weeks? And, there was some issue
Not that I'm saying that's the case. I'm just speculating. That's just my opinion.
outside electrical issue that normally I could fix. Instead, I had to like walk my wife through doing it.
This guy can't fix nothing. I guarantee that. He would call an electrician. You couldn't fix anything, pal.
Felt terrible. I
doubt that.
just, it's not a good feeling to be, ambulatory or whatever the word is, like to be able to move around fine for 43 years. And now staring down the barrel of what is most likely, based on my doctor's reaction, needing some sort of surgery. And
By the way, him move around fine? Dude, you're 450 pounds. You're not moving around fine. Good knee or bad knee, okay?
and being out for many
When was the last time you ran? 20 years ago? 30 years ago? Come on.
months and then having rehab after that. Again, I know this isn't like a woe is me thing, but
Yes, it is.
if I'm going to start a vlog, then why wouldn't I start with what is going on here,
But this is your channel. You do this on the quartering. You do this on your live stream. This is no different. How is this different?
Being in the ER and all this stuff, it's an obvious topic that we're talking about.
Is it?
I'll talk about other things on this channel
Is it worth talking about? You're boring the hell out of me.
as I get healed up. But, it's this weird, like, feeling. It's
Listen, did you hear when he stroked his beard? It sounded like dry kindling cracking when you step on it. His beard is so dry. God, his hair looks like dry straw.
I'm sure it's not just a man thing. I'm sure women feel the same way, where you're like, dang, I mean, getting up to just like, I don't know, brush my teeth or to, use the bathroom, man, I'm being real careful about what I eat because, not to get too specific, but let's just say number twos are not comfortable for me.
Are they ever? Wouldn't you think he would need like a supersized toilet? And his big tuchus sitting on that tiny little porcelain throne? Oh, God.
Getting in there is hard enough, and then getting down.
He can't get in the bathroom easily? Dude, how overweight are you? More than 450?
Down and all that other stuff back up again. I'm having this like fear that I'm gonna have to call my wife in there and be like, you gotta lift me off the toilet. But it's definitely an eye opener for me.
You're making a fool out of yourself, buddy. Hope the cash is worth it. What little you're gonna get.
And so I'm trying to cope a little bit by
That's your whole life, coping. Yeah.
saying like, okay, well, you need to lose some weight because that's obviously going to help your rehab. But it's also like,
Why isn't his wife motivated him to lose weight? I mean, what's going on here? She's not a very good wife. She should be making him lose weight.
well, dang, I can't work out. I can't, if it was my arm or something like that, like at least
Oh, come on, dude. Let's be real. You've never worked out. in your whole life. What are you talking about? Dang, I can't work out. Get out of here, pal.
I could, be out walking.
You don't go out walking ever.
But I'm going to
Yeah, taking the dogs outside and throwing them the ball a couple times. That's not walking, buddy.
do what I can while I rehab here. Even buy my little scooter. I'm like, man, I could have got this other scooter if I wasn't such a big guy, but now I have to buy this super ultra mega commercial grade, scooter so that, I don't blow that thing up too.
Oh my God, he's so overweight he can't buy the regular scooter.
But yeah, the whole experience has been really not just eye-opening, but kind of depressing, to be honest. Like, dang, man, it's the 4th of July. Summer's really just kicking off. I'm going to miss all of July, all of August, almost certainly.
So?
September,
Who cares?
maybe I'll be up and moving around quicker. That's why I'm hoping that they get these stupid MRI results back so that I can, like, as soon as I'm sure I'm going to need surgery.
It's so odd to me that this guy, he's so down in the dumps that he can't do all this materialistic crap. I mean, how much does this guy need to distract himself from himself and his life? So, oh my God.
So it's like, I want to get that scheduled. Like I was asking, like, can we just get it scheduled? Can I get something on the books just in case? Of course they won't do that. But it's been wild. And I don't know if you've ever had any kind of knee, blew up your knee. I'm sure a lot of the people watching this will have. Definitely open to your suggestions, especially like on how to get sleep, finding a comfortable position to sleep. Like I'm in a recliner right now. This is about as comfortable as it gets. In desperation, I've thought about just sleeping down here because my leg is like not in searing pain when I'm in these chairs. Definitely feeling very blessed that my job does not require a lot of movement. I just got to make sure I get down 2 flights of stairs and up 2 flights of stairs every day. Then that's it. But it's definitely been an eye-opening thing. And being just in the hospital and not being able to like move yourself around, not be able to like get to the bathroom on your own, not a great feeling. But
He can't get to the bathroom on his own? His wife has to help him? Wow. Yeah, she's got to be looking for an out. If I was her, I'd be looking for an out.
I just want to attack it. I want to know what I'm dealing with, and not knowing is the hardest part. If I just knew, okay, it's an ACL tear, MCL tear, both tear, whatever, I don't care. I just want to know what it is so that I can attack it as quick as possible and not lose.
Dude, the only thing you attack is a cheeseburger, okay? You ain't attacking nothing. You ain't losing no weight. You're not going to do anything to change your life or improve it. Guaranteed.
Lose the entire summer. So that's why I haven't really been around. That's why probably content will remain roughly the same, to be honest with you. I don't see myself, I just have to get down to my desk. If I have to move my bedroom down here for a few months, I'll do that because
Well, you sleep alone anyway, so what's it matter?
it's, I fortunately am blessed that I can still do my job.
Nice.
For lots of people that go through this, they can't. They don't get paid. They don't, and that's what's kind of
Dude, you're not getting paid very much either from what I've seen.
keeping me grounded too. Is that like,
By the way, I don't know where this guy's getting his money. Maybe somebody can let me know. I have no idea.
I'm lucky I can still work. What if I couldn't
What you're doing is not work, okay? Sorry.
work for 2 months, 3 months? What does that do to your income? A lot of people, that's why this isn't exactly a pity party. I'm just
Yeah, it is.
informing everybody, hey, this is what happened. I don't even know for sure that that's what it was, moving the equipment, but I'm pretty sure that's what at least was the final straw. Literally the straw that broke the knees, the tendons back. But, this channel is going to be a spot for me just to talk to people about whatever's going on in the world. Maybe we'll talk politics, some videos.
That's your channel. How is this different?
We'll talk business in other videos. We'll talk,
You're not a businessman.
YouTube specific in videos. We'll talk, we'll do some behind the scenes stuff, but I need a place to just talk to you all and
Isn't that the quartering?
like this in a casual format, different locations, although those locations will be limited over the next couple of months. But I feel like now that I've been doing YouTube so long that I feel like this hunger to know my viewers more and to let them know more about me, even though oftentimes oversharing on the internet turns into, you know, ammunition for people to ridicule you. That stuff's
Yeah, we know enough about you. We don't like you, okay?
never really bothered me.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You're flagging channels left, right, center. What do you mean it doesn't bother you? When this whole drama kicked off, man, you were freaking posting constantly on Twitter, bitching and moaning. It does bother you. Whenever somebody says something doesn't bother them, you're almost guaranteed, it's almost guaranteed that it does, okay?
It's you have to have thick skin to do this job, and so
Yeah, you don't have thick skin at all. That's why you're boozing it up so much, pal. You can't handle anything.
it doesn't really matter to me if I overshare on this channel, because
Well, you're gonna wish you hadn't. I guarantee that.
the people that use that information like against you are generally garbage humans anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it's going to be an interesting journey, you know.
Oh, we're garbage humans. Okay, buddy. Yeah, pot kettle black, pal.
I'll probably let you guys know in another vlog. You know, the vlogs probably won't all be one topic. I'll try to like mix them up, vary them up a little bit. But, you know, for the next one I do, hopefully I'll have an update on the knee.
The story of Jer's knee.
But then I'll talk about something else more interesting, probably to people than,
Can you?
and you know, big fat guy go boom and cries about injury. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm hoping that this new channel gets me a better chance. You know, if you made it this far in the video, let me know. But I'm hoping this new channel gives me a better avenue to know you all better and to
You don't care about your audience. We know that. You don't give a crap.
you know, hear your stories in the comments too. Take your feedback. Yes, I know, lose weight. Okay. But that's not what caused this injury, but it's definitely going to make rehab more difficult.
What are you talking about, dude? Whatever you were trying to push, lift, finagle, you do understand that the extra weight you're carrying is on top of that, right? So if you weren't 250 plus pounds overweight, which you are, the injury probably wouldn't happen, pal. And by the way, your weight puts cumulative strain on that leg and makes it more likely to get injured when you try to do anything physically exerting.
And I'm not looking forward to it. So I definitely will take your positive vibes if you have any, and your topic suggestions. So if you made it this far, stuff you want to hear about in like a longer form, casual.
Yeah, we got to give you ideas. Yeah. You're creatively bankrupt. We have to tell you what to talk about. Great.
Format. You want to know how to get.
Where's your coffee factory? Where's your coffee factory? It's not in Wisconsin. We know that.
Started on YouTube, how to, you know, I ran a marketing agency for a lot of years. I sold cars for a lot of years.
Sold cars? This.
I tell stories about selling cars. There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't fit on my other channels that I think twice a week is enough. You don't need to hear from me that much, but twice a week will be, I think, therapeutic for me, especially during this recovery process where I'm going to have a lot of pent up rage that, you know, hopefully the next videos won't be so muted. So.
Well, I thought nothing bothered you. I thought you had thick skin. Why would you have rage? What's the rage for?
Like depressing. But I appreciate y'all. I see you all, your well wishes online, and hopefully you enjoy the vlogs. You know, 6 months from now we'll have so many up, and I'm looking forward to having a wide variety of topics. And make sure you subscribe. So follow the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh my God! So 6 months of the journey of Jer's knee. I'm gonna pass. This is the first and probably last time I'm gonna watch this channel or review anything from it. This is boring. I'm bored to tears, pal. So you're just as uninteresting in your vlog as you are on the quartering and every other channel you have. Big shocker there. So anyway, there you go. There's Jer's new channel. And of course, we've got his stolen barbershop avatar. Ripped off some barbershop for that thing. Yikes. So there you go. The story of Jer's knee. How interesting. No, as he sits there with his hat on to hide his big bald head. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Is Jer's vlog gonna be a success? Is he gonna get Uber views and make tons of cash that he needs because he's going broke? No. So let me know what you think in the comments section of Jer's vlog. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I create. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, you can join my Patreon, link in the description. You can make a direct donation via Cash App. My Cash App ID is in the description. You can also join by hitting the join button below this video. Join my YouTube channel as a monthly supporter. And I have a GoFundMe campaign going on. You want to know what that's all about? Again, that link is in the description. Anyhow, I am out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, this guy. Like, I want to tune in to hear the story of your knee. Get the hell out of here. Nobody cares. Vernon, Illinois on Kick. So Jer ACL is good. Is Jer a smoker? Why is he on nicotine gum? Well, I take it because I had a stroke and I use it as a stimulant. Jer chews it because, well, he's an addict, right? Vern says toxic masculinity is not real. No, masculinity is not real. There aren't any behaviors that are part and parcel of being masculine that are themselves toxic. There's just actions, and they're good or bad. No such thing as toxic masculinity, though. That implies that masculinity is a social construct, which it is not. That's a progressive, leftist, libtardo way of viewing the world. Vern says he needs to go to GLP-1 meds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you mean like Ozempic or something? Yeah, Jared could benefit from that. I don't think this guy could lose weight without it. I think that Dark Side Phil was on Ozempic or something. Yeah. Vern says, laugh out loud, supersize me, MRI tube. Yeah, our healthcare system is run by, S for profit companies that tell the doctors what's needed. Okay, so you're a progressive, Vern. Okay. All right, so that's all from Kick. Yeah, Kick's not taking off like I hoped. Oh, well. Kenny Lee. Hey, Kenny, how you doing? He does have thick skin like me when I was binge eating. My skin definitely expanded and got thicker. Well, I mean, if you're talking literally, sure. I mean, he's morbidly obese. But, yeah, if he loses weight, and a lot of it, he's going to need to get skin removal. He's just going to have big flaps of skin hanging everywhere like flapjacks, man. Yeah, this guy's going to, I mean, dude. For him to get in shape, he's going to need to lose at least 200, 250 pounds. And if he does that, he's going to have 20, 30 pounds of loose skin that he's going to have surgically removed. He's got a very long journey, and I guarantee you he won't take it. He will not lose weight. He will gain weight. Okay? And he'll probably get addicted to those pain pills he's on. Kalashnikov's in the room. Hey, how you doing? Quarter Pounder has looked rough for a while, but he seems really depressed. Boo-hoo. Yeah, he can't do the summer activities that distract him away from his morbid, pathetic life. Kenny Lee, Kalashnikova, depression, eating. I definitely have been there. Yeah. Kalashnikova, Kenny Lee, obesity is just one of many self-inflicted problems Jer has. And the problem is because he has such an easy job that is, for the most part, stationary, that enables his self-destructive behavior. Oscar Slagfoot. I've been on some high-power oxy for a while because of my back surgery, and I never see flavors or taste colors. Well, that happens when you mix it with booze. You don't see colors or taste colors or whatever the hell he was talking about unless you mix it with booze. This dude's drinking 24/7, man. If he's taking painkillers, he can't help but mix it with booze, okay? He's got a low-key buzz 24/7, man. Okay? Flashlight over. He's a terrible businessman, but at least in like Styx, he is smart enough to monetize his channel. Yeah, at least there's that. So people think, I don't know who these people are, but there are some that think that Jeremy Hambley of the Quartering is a good businessman because he's had success on YouTube and he's got the coffee company. Let me tell you something. First of all, he doesn't have a coffee company. He has white label, drop, ship crap. Okay? That's not a coffee company, all right? Number one. Number two, the only reason he's been able to market it and sell it is because he uses his YouTube channel, his various channels, to do that. And he calls his fans to action to buy his garbage coffee. Well, readers, maybe it's good coffee. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll buy some. Maybe I'll do I have had people donate to help me through this recent stint. And I'm actually, if I can get some more donations, I'm thinking I might even be able to move out of this place into something much cheaper. But could I use some of that to buy his coffee? No. I don't want to spend $20 on his coffee just to do a taste test on my live stream. It seems like too much. I would never spend $20 for coffee. Not for 12 ounces. Get the hell out of here. I could buy 3 containers of instant coffee. That'll literally last me a month for $20. Why the hell would I buy his overpriced crap? But anyway, we're going to move to Styx next. Okay, that was, let me look at my segment notes here. Okay, which one? All right, that was Jared's vlog. Now we're going to move to Styx. Oh, God, this guy. He just keeps recycling the same videos. Oh, my God. Styx, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? He looks terrible. Well, he always looks terrible. Jeez, this guy. All right. Not a lot of comments, so let me see if we have any more on Kick. Nope. No viewers on Kick. Yeah, I'm going to try Rumble next stream. I'm not getting enough engagement on Kick, so I'll try Rumble. Maybe I'll do better there. I don't know. Well, at least my dual stream is working. I use a hotspot for my internet. So my phone is literally my modem. It's a pretty good phone, actually. It's working fine for two live streams, so. Granted, it's only 720p, so the picture quality isn't what I would like, but I could probably stream at 1080p, but then I would only be able to do 1 live stream. I don't think that the hotspot could handle 2 live streams at that resolution. But anyway, let's get to the Styx segment. I know that some of you are looking forward to that and that alone. There he is. Oh, God. Looks terrible. This is not good, man. Full screen it. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. So we're back with Styxhexenhammer666 and the big giant zit on his forehead. I guess you can still get zits at 38 years old if you have poor hygiene and don't bathe for months on end. Of course, he doesn't seem to be eating either, which is very odd because he's constantly posting recipes and the meals he ate on his Twitter. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Maybe he's got AIDS. Who knows? But anyway, Styx ain't looking too good. His hair has not seen a comb in months. Wearing the same shirt. I wonder if it's badly stained. I don't know. He looks pretty disheveled and bum-like. But anyway, he's making the same videos again and again. And in this video, I think this is probably the 30th time he's made this video. He's talking about how he's not normal. And it's good not to be normal, because normal is boring. I've heard this so many times from this guy. Why do I get the feeling he's talking to me? Like I dunk on him, then he makes a response. Anyway, let's get to it, buddy.
Alright everyone, it's time for the first video of the day. Yes indeed, talking about how I am not normal.
Yeah, big shocker. No, really? I had no idea.
Nor do I intend to be.
Would require too much work.
Nor do I want to be.
I don't know about that. He wanted to be when he married that chick in the Netherlands and had a kid with her. Even though there is some speculation that that kid ain't his.
I look at normalcy as being on a gradient. For instance, there are people that are low functioning.
That's you. Oh, you're a normal bum, that's for sure. For a bum, you're pretty normal.
Or retarded.
Methinks a mirror is needed.
Their normativity is going to be different from someone who is in average society. So a midwit, basically.
Wasn't that you? Aren't you a midwit? I think you're a midwit.
And then that's going to be different from someone who is particularly intelligent.
Which isn't you.
And that will be different from an actual genius.
Which you are not.
So you've got this general sort of schema that you can work with in order to categorize people. Now, I don't really like to categorize people. There are people who are...
You know why you don't like to do that? Because if, you were into categorization, you'd have to categorize yourself. And if you categorize yourself as, well, not in a good way.
Of low-functioning intelligence.
That's you. But you are low-functioning. But you're very low-functioning, man. What are you talking about?
Who are extremely talented, for example.
That's not you.
An idiot savant, they call it, in something or another. And there are geniuses that are completely insane, and they do terrible things. You'd look at Fauci, for example. He is not an unintelligent fellow.
I don't know that I agree with that. The fact that he's a doctor does not sway me to believing he's all that intelligent.
He's just a person using their intelligence for evil purposes. So I don't really want to be normal. I don't
think you could be. Not after the life you've had. I mean, you could try. He has tried and he's failed.
To be a dullard. I'd rather be on the eccentric side.
So if you're not normal, you're dull. I mean, if you are normal, you're dull. So if you're normal, you're dull?
Because it's more exciting.
Being eccentric is exciting? Is it? I would think that chasing your kid around, watching them walk for the first time, hearing their first word, hearing the first time they call you daddy. Now that sounds exciting to me. Oh, no, not for Styx.
It's more fun. And
your life is fun? Dude, you're living in a storage closet / laundry room. You're sleeping on the floor. What are you talking about? You're on the run from the law. That's fun?
At the end of the day, being, the regular dullard.
Low-functioning idiot, yeah.
And I don't mean like, oh, you've got a 9 to 5, I'm looking down on you. That's not what I'm saying.
But you have said that in the past.
I'm saying that there are people who are simply dull.
That's you. I find it very interesting. Styx, you're one of the most boring people I've ever seen. You just repeat yourself over and over again. You're not very creative. You don't have good takes to begin with. And you just repeat the same takes over and over again, and they're bad takes.
They're simply boring.
That's you. But you're boring.
I don't want to be boring.
Well, that's unfortunate because you are boring.
The hell would I want to live my life like that for? That doesn't make any sense at all.
And yet you do.
I'd rather live a short, eccentric life than drag on and be boring and eventually get Alzheimer's, probably, and end up in the old folks' home.
Well, with your dental hygiene, I think that's very likely. From what I've seen, there's studies showing that poor dental health, there's a correlation to that and Alzheimer's. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you developed Alzheimer's.
I'm not interested in that kind of lifestyle. Now, some people might not have a problem with that.
I mean, seeing their kids grow up and the grandkids grow up and interacting with their kids and the grandkids and having purpose and meaning in their life. Oh, yeah, that sounds so terrible. Yeah, we want to live like you.
And I'm not saying that a person of median means is necessarily a boring person at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not
But you have said that before.
insulting anyone.
But you have before.
Simply saying that there are people in society who are very, very dull.
That's you, man.
They conform to all the rules.
Oh, I see. So conformity makes you dull. Conforming to rules makes you dumb. What makes you dull? What rules are you talking about? Follow the speed limit? Don't point guns at your girlfriend? Don't discharge firearms in your parents' house? You mean rules like those? Yeah, those pesky rules.
They go to school. And
Well, didn't you go to school? I mean, I know you flunked out of university, but what's wrong with going to school, man?
And that's basically all they do.
Well, no, I think they go to school, they have careers, they have families, they have lives, which you don't have.
That's not really the lifestyle for me.
Yeah, we can see that, buddy.
And I don't know why anyone would want that life.
Your lifestyle is that of a Skid Row bum, Kramer wannabe, who's had a little bit of luck, gotten a little bit of fame, and who has suckered a handful of people into supporting you because you're unable to support yourself. More like unwilling, but probably unable as well. Look at those arms. He couldn't pick nothing up. I don't think he could even do working at Burger King or McDonald's. Bag of fries would be too heavy for him to lift.
Style. I really can't understand it. Just saying. I am never going to be normal. I've been abnormal since I was a child. It's funny.
Yeah, well, your dad's the Night Stalker, and your mom is a, pothead, lifetime pothead, married to the Night Stalker. So nobody's really surprised that you're abnormal, Styx.
A lot of people are criticizing me lately.
Yeah, gee, I wonder who you're referencing. Nobody makes more videos about this guy than me. He's talking about me.
Or, they think that I've gone insane or something like that.
No, I don't know about that.
But the thing is, I was already insane when I was in elementary school. I was already acting out back then when I was a little kid.
Why didn't his parents do anything to stop that? That's my question. Dad was too busy night stalking. Oh!
I've been doing this my entire life. One of my hallmarks is destroying ICQ by troll raiding.
Wow, what a great life you have. Trolling ICQ chat. Is that even still a thing?
and shit posting and stuff like that on 4chan.
Wow, what a rich life you have. You could have had a family, kid, grandkids, but instead, you S-post on 4chan. Wow.
This is part of my lifestyle.
It really sounds like you're just trying to justify your bad life choices. That's what it sounds like to me, buddy.
I have never been normal. And I can never be normal.
Well, no, I think you could be. You could turn your life around if you wanted. You could stop boozing, right? You could go back to Vermont and face the music. You could go back to New Orleans and face the music. Yeah, you'd spend 6 months in jail, and then you'd be free. You could go back to Vermont. They're a very soft on crime place, right? You'd probably get probation or something. You'd probably be released on, well, I don't know if they would release him on his own recognizance after he fled the state. But, you face the music in a year, you start your life over, go back to making content, apologize to people, and admit that you were wrong, you screwed up, you saw the error of your ways, and now you're going to turn your life around. You could do that. You just choose not to.
And I've come to terms with the fact that I can never be normal as well.
You could, you just choose not to. Because it would be hard, because you'd have to take accountability, which you don't do.
And it does not bother me. I do.
That's a lie. If it didn't bother you, you wouldn't be saying it didn't bother you.
Not care.
Dude. How many videos have you made saying I don't care? How many videos have you made saying I'm not boring, I'm not normal, and because I'm not normal, I'm not boring, and that's great? Dude.
I do not want to conform to society. I'm not interested in confirmation.
I believe that, yeah, because it's too much work. I don't like work! Yeah, we know, Styx.
I'm not interested in conforming. Why would I want to?
Because you could have a good life, and you wouldn't be sleeping on the floor of a laundry room with no AC, and a potato's house with nothing to do, and no life, and no purpose, and no meaning, and no direction.
Think about what society does.
Society doesn't exist. It's just a collection of individuals. That's it.
Society
Isn't real.
lends its money to bombing people, to depriving people of food.
Here we go. Number one, society didn't do that. A few psychos in government and the military-industrial complex do that. Number two, who's depriving anybody of food? Almost every American is a big, fat, sloppy pig. What are you talking about? Like 2/3 of American women are obese. And I think that half of those obese women are morbidly obese. So I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I don't see any Americans starving. Talking about other countries. Well, it's not my job to take care of somebody in Zimbabwe because they decided to kick out all the white farmers and get rid of all the people that knew how to grow food.
To all sorts of terrible things.
Like what? Give me an example.
Political intrigue and rape and things of that nature.
What are you talking about? Who's endorsing that in American government? Do we live in an ape culture? I don't think so. What's this guy talking about? So you don't want to be normal because America is in a war? What? That doesn't make any sense.
This is what your tax money mainly funds.
So because you don't like what our tax dollars are funding, and I don't like it either, you're not going to be normal? So you're going to ruin your life to make a statement? To protest? What?
Why would I want to lend myself to such a system and conform to its moral proclivities?
I don't get it. I mean, you pay taxes as it is. I mean, at least you did on your reported income from your YouTube and your donations and wherever you were getting your money, because your channel is not monetized because you're a dullard, because you you don't want to profit off of your own work. Great. You're already paying taxes. Why not have a good life? What do you think you're accomplishing by living this, drifter bum, Kramer couch surfing lifestyle, dude? What are you accomplishing?
When its moral proclivities are so obviously retarded.
I don't know what you're talking about. You already said morality doesn't exist. So why are you talking about morals? You have none. You don't believe they're real. What is this guy yammering about?
Why would I want to conform to a society's moral standards that bombs people?
Well, I don't agree with that. But unfortunately, we got leftoids and we got idiots that vote these people into power, and they're all puppets. And by the way, even if somebody does try to run and get into office who's independent and wants to affect change for the better and go against these types of things, if they want to go against these types of things, I mean, they're not going to get into office. They won't get the funding. They won't get elected because they're not going to get the support. They're not going to get the super PACs. They're not going to get the cash they need. So, but I'm not for any of that stuff. That doesn't mean you, smoke old cigarettes that you find on the sidewalk and sleep in somebody's storage closet.
That hijacks people, that does terrible things.
What's he talking about? Who is America hijacking? What are you talking about?
Why can't I just do my own thing?
Because your own thing is discharging firearms illegally, pointing them at the heads of women you claim to care about, allegedly, and breaking the law in various other ways. That's why you can't do your own thing, buddy.
No, I'm not doing any of those things. Those terrible things. All I want to do is grow the fucking tomato plants. I think that I'm probably...
Well, and bang mentally challenged broads and mentally unstable broads and act in mentally unstable ways yourself that are illegal.
Better off just being myself.
Unfortunately, you being you means you end up breaking the law quite a bit. But the rules don't apply to me. I'm a special genius. Yeah, in your own head.
I'm not interested in being anyone else. If I want to dress as a pirate, if I want the plague shirt on and shit like that.
Yeah, I made fun of his plague shirt. He's not happy about that. By the way, pal, I don't care if you want to wear a plague shirt, but for the love of God, at least throw it in the washing machine, dude. Wash your clothes. Wear something else occasionally. Except the same shirt every day. That tells us you're not washing it.
I don't see that I'm doing anything wrong to any other person.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think Samantha Keister would disagree. I think that Nikki, that Nixter would disagree, who used to live with you. You know, the one that knocked out your tooth. I think a lot of people would disagree. I think your ex-wife, you know, they're no longer paying child support to. I think she would disagree.
And I don't see why they would have a problem with it. I don't understand why they would have any bitch about it at all.
Nobody cares if you're going to dress up as a pirate. You want to be a dumb goofball and lose followers and lose subs and lose viewers. That's on you, buddy. I don't care if you want to dress up as a pirate. I'm just going to dunk on you. Oh, but that's what you have a problem with. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's wearing a pirate hat, which also could be construed as a Revolutionary War era hat, by the way.
Yeah.
People have ignored this.
Why are you wearing it, though? It doesn't make sense. Oh, you want to, signal to the world that you're not normal by dressing abnormally? Yeah. You want to be a contrarian? Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
But who cares? Is it bothering you?
No, I don't care. I just think it's funny, and I'm going to make fun of you for it. Rightly so.
Are you befuddled in the butt? Is there a problem? Yeah,
No.
Why?
Because it's funny. Because you think it makes you edgy and cool, and actually it does the exact opposite.
It doesn't really make any difference. It makes no sense at all.
Sure it does. It makes perfect sense.
I think that people should simply do as they wish.
Yeah, well, of course you think that. You're a Satanist, right? I don't think people should do what they wish. I think people need to think about the consequences of their actions and take other people into account. While you don't really care. You care about yourself. Yeah, you're a Satanist. Of course you think that. Do what thou wilt be the whole of the law. Yeah.
If they're not fucking around with anyone else.
Yeah, but you have effed around with a lot of other people, so what are you talking about?
If they're not harming anyone.
But you have harmed other people, so again, what are you talking about?
They should be able to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I disagree. They shouldn't be able to do whatever they want. Okay, pal?
And this is the way that I've acted literally since elementary school.
Yeah, no. That's why shame exists, okay? If there's actions, if there's behaviors that are not illegal but they're detrimental to the fabric of our culture, our nation, or society as it exists, it needs to be shamed, it needs to be called out, as do people like you who threaten that. That's why people dunk on you, and well, they should.
I didn't go insane. I was nuts to begin with. Now, I was nuts before some of you were born.
No, not me, buddy. You're not that old. You just look old.
Ha! Isn't that great? I think that it is, actually. I take great pleasure in it. I take great pleasure in being a maniac. I find it funny to shitpost. I find it funny to troll.
Yeah, but you don't seem to find it funny when people do it to you.
I find it funny to do crazy stuff and get attention thereby.
Even when it's illegal? Apparently.
I find it funny. It's amusing to me.
Is it amusing to run from the law? Flee the cops? Flee the jurisdiction? Flee the consequences of your actions? Apparently it is.
Why would I want to stop doing that? You want me to be a dullard?
So you don't go to jail? I would think a skinny white boy like you would be very afraid of prison.
Never have
Especially in Louisiana, yo. Tyrone's gonna broke back you, baby.
any fun? Nah, you can fuck yourself.
Yeah, life isn't all about fun, pal, okay? You can't live life just for pleasure's sake. You can't. You can try, but it's not going to turn out very well, as you're finding out.
It's never going to happen.
Well, yeah, peace out. That's the end of the video. I'm not going to let him say peace out. It's so cringy. So there you go. Styx's 57th video where he's going to tell us, where he is telling us that he's not normal, it's fine, and it's all just cope, really. Trying to justify his poor behavior, his bad life choices. So, that's it for this Styx video. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Can Styx do whatever he wants? Apparently not. He's in jail right now, hiding out from the law, sequestered in a laundry room / storage closet, sleeping on the floor of a room that may be even smaller than the cell he would be in prison. Oh, but he's free. Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. Apparently, reality's telling you what to do because you're on the lam, buddy. You're hiding out. You're in a prison of your own making. You might as well go face the music, own up to your decisions so you can get back to living with mom and dad, waiting for them to croak so you can inherit the house. But anyway, let me know what you think of Styx in the comments section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you hadn't already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, you can do that in a number of ways. Number one, you can leave a super chat. Any amount would be greatly appreciated. You can also join my YouTube channel as a monthly supporting member by hitting that join button below the video. Or you can join my Patreon, link in the description. You can also make direct donations via my Cash App, also in the description. It's totally anonymous, by the way, so don't worry about me knowing who you are or finding out who I am. And also, if you'd really like to support me, there's a GoFundMe campaign going on right now in the description. You want to know what that's about? Click on it, check it out. Anyway, I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, he's not normal. He felt the need to let us know what we already know. Because he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Didn't you know he doesn't care? Yeah. See, he's got to tell you 15 times he don't care. So you know he doesn't care. Why? Because he wants you to stop dunking on him. Because he cares. No better way to tell us how much you care than trying to convince us you don't care, buddy. You know. How sad. How pathetic. We got some more comments in the Kick chat. Grow Pro. Hey, homie, I can share your stream in a Kick community. To help hit 1,000 followers and 800 views. Oh, add me on your Discord. Dude, you're just a scammer. I hate these Kick scammers. Get out of here. All right, let's get back. Let's get to our comments in the YouTube chat, which there's still not enough of for my liking. I like lots of comments. But anyway, let's see. We don't have many comments here, unfortunately. Shay Cashman. Styx has scurvy. Possible? Koshkova. Styx is obsessed with cooking because it's the closest thing he has to a skill. But no one with any sense wants him near their food. Yeah, I wouldn't eat anything Styx made. I'd just be afraid it had poison in it. I mean, cats are dropping dead left and right around this guy, man. I would not trust food this guy prepared. No way. I'd be afraid there would be rat poison in it or something, man. That's what I'd be afraid of. Well, I mean, he would... I think I would have to be afraid, that's for sure. All the times I dunk on this guy, I wouldn't go near anything he cooked for me. Are you kidding? Nick Pavia is in the room. Hey, Nick, how you doing? He can't even pronounce a common word like schema. Schema? Should be. Is it schema? I think. You know, I doubt Styx has actually read that much. It could be the missing tooth that causes him to have a lisp. That might be why. Soeon, he abandoned his wife and child in a life of being a responsible parent to pursue Peter Pan syndrome. Yeah, I don't get it. It's all just cope, man. This guy's just coping. Shane Cashman sent 30 joules. Thank you. Thank you very much, Shane Cashman. I appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, I finally figured out what joules were. They can convert to cash, so, and YouTube does it automatically. Thank you very much, Shanae. Much appreciated. Randolph Rubin, geez, he looks like what I looked like when I had cancer. Well, that might be his next grift. You got to be careful. You might give Styx ideas. Yeah. Don't give Styx any ideas. That might be his next grift. He might claim cancer now. Shane Cashman, Styx cheeks are puffier. Randolph Rubin is in the room. Hey, Randolph. He probably hits the bottle hard and doesn't eat much. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's anything more complicated than that. I think he's just boozing it up. Shane Cashman, I was thinking it was due to high cortisol levels. Who knows? I'm going to be honest. I think Styx is just drinking a lot of booze. I think the dude is just living off of a good enough vodka. That's really what I believe. I think he's just drinking a lot and he's not eating much. That's really what I think it is. People like to come up with complex theories and ideas. Nah. I think it's that simple. Your lies about not drop shipping. Okay. Oh, we got some more quartering stuff. Good. Oh, let's take a look. How long is this? 16 minutes? Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah. Oh, he freaks out. Oh, this is good. Okay. Yeah, this is good stuff, man. All right, let's do this. Screen capture, check. That is the Kick channel, which is not doing well. We're going to try Rumble next stream. See if that gets any more viewers. And no, I'm not paying some scammer to give me 1,000 followers. They're just bots. They're not real. I don't care. All right, here we go. Let me get hydrated a little here. The nicotine gum, it dries up my mouth. All right. So hello all and welcome, and it is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we are here with Jeremy Hamley, also known as the Quarter Pounder Ham Planet, Ham Beast, cleaner outer of White Castles. And he is here to tell us about his coffee business. So from the Keno Grove, one of my favorite clippers, the Quarterin takes a swipe at the Jerverse while coping about the content being put out, exposing his coffee grip. And of course, the people calling him out are saying his Kona is out of my price range. The Kona coffee he sells is like $50 for a 12-ounce bag. I ain't buying that. Flavored coffee. Oh my God. So a coffee ad turns into a business meeting. And he outright refuses to do any coffee blogs on his new channels. Interesting. Let's see.
Because that definitely helps a lot, too. But Jeremy,
dude needs a haircut bad.
Stickers and drop shipping. How could you possibly be in stores? Right, exactly. Well, let me tell you this. If I was drop shipping, I wouldn't be on Amazon either.
Wait. So now we know. We know. I wouldn't be on Amazon. On Amazon, not in Amazon. So he's just going to be on Amazon's website. That's it. He's not going to be... All this time he's been talking about being in Walmart on their physical shelves. But it turns out that's all a lie. He was never going to get into Walmart, and I've been saying that for months now. It turns out he's going to be on the Walmart website, which is kind of like Amazon. In fact, it's a lot like Amazon, except it's Walmart. I've used it sometimes, by the way. You can get some cheaper stuff there. But, yeah. He's going to be on their website. Whoop-de-doo. That fake laugh, that cope laugh.
The profit margins on drop shipping would not be big enough.
You would know because your coffee is drop shipped. Well, no, it's white label technically, but it's pretty close to that.
But you know, there's a quartering extended universe where people believe that, and
because it's true.
That's fine.
Yes, it's fine because it's true. People have researched your coffee company, Jared. It's nowhere to be found. Doesn't exist. because it's a white label.
We had our best June ever last.
There he is. He's spitting out his 3 pieces of nicotine gum. He's probably on 12 milligrams each and every time he chews. Sometimes I'll do 2 pieces at 8 milligrams. That gigantic piece he just took out of his mouth is a 3-piece. This dude is doing 12 milligram hits of nicotine at a time.
June, July has been amazing, although we got a little behind on production because we try to roast everything.
Oh, he's putting in another piece after that ginormous 3 pieces he just took out? Dude. By the way, his last month was only good because he had 75% off fire sales going on.
In the smallest possible batches. I don't want anything sitting on Amazon and getting old, you know? So,
talking about Mill Creek Coffee. Mill Creek is who roasts his coffee and bags his coffee.
We got a little behind, but everything's basically back in stock. We're getting checked in right now. We just sent like 5,000 pounds of coffee last week. We've got another probably 11,000 pounds to go out this week.
Lies. He doesn't have anybody roasting coffee. He doesn't have a coffee company. He doesn't have a coffee warehouse. He doesn't have his own roasting machine. And he's going to tell you soon he doesn't have a K-Cup machine, even though that's what he said he was buying. He said he was buying a K-Cup machine. Remember that fundraiser? He needed to raise $80,000 to get a K-Cup machine. Uh-huh.
And, yeah, once we're on Walmart,
on Walmart. Yeah, he's not going to be in Walmart.
that'll be awesome, too, because Walmart takes half as much as Amazon does.
Huh?
So basically, my customers can just buy from Walmart, and I make an extra $1.50 a bag. Nothing changes. You still probably get free shipping anyway.
An extra $1.50. So before, he was making $1 a bag from Walmart. So if it's half as much, you'd be making an extra $1, not $1.50. But anyway.
We still use our box we got from Mother's Day last year. It's damn good. I know the box was good quality. Doesn't help that every twerp with YouTube channel started a drop ship coffee. Yeah, I know. But you know what the thing is?
Of course you know, because you're doing it too. Well, white label, technically.
Here's an interesting thing before we get into this other kind of like race war story that's wild.
He's focusing a lot on the race stuff. I guess it gets views. I don't know.
Look at all the people in the last 3 years that have been shilling coffee, okay?
You?
How many of them are even still around?
I don't know. How many? I know Tim Pool is still around.
How many of them are even still around? It's because they didn't actually build companies. They just slapped.
Dude, you don't have a company. You're doing white label. You're not roasting your own beans. You're not making your own K-Cups. You're not doing any of that. What are you talking about? You don't have any infrastructure set up.
Slap their name on somebody else's bag of coffee.
That's what you do.
You know.
Your coffee bags still don't say where they're made, even though for your flavored coffee, legally, they're supposed to.
And made their $4 a bag and moved on.
Yeah.
You know. Tim's still around. But he, Tim has a big audience, and I'm sure his coffee is very good. But it's not as good as mine.
Oh, he's seething. Yeah, he really hates Tim, by the way. He's very envious. Yeah.
We'll say that.
Tim is actually talented, unlike you, pal.
And you should have both, by the way. He has some flavors, like he has a low acidity blend that people really like.
What's the point of drinking coffee if it's not bitter?
You know? I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the pool water? I'm pretty
Mill Creek Coffee doesn't offer that blend.
sure I ordered some. I never got it. Maybe I never ordered it. I don't want to put that out there that I ordered and didn't get it, but I feel like I ordered it as a meme, but maybe I didn't.
Uh-huh.
So I'm pretty sure I saw people. I know the pool water is just a meme.
Dude is popping nicotine gum like it's chiclets. He's sucking down energy drinks. Dude, you're going to have a coronary.
It's not like he wanted to make money on that. I'm sure he wasn't making any money on that.
How would you know?
Tim's about to open a brick and mortar location. I think he should.
Yeah, he did. It only took him like 3-4 years. He's another guy that's not a businessman.
Can you brew yours with pool water? I certainly could. Then we both win.
Sniffing, yeah. Addie knows.
I got Coffee Brand Coffee once for Father's Day. It's very good, but I got to watch the budget. I know. Well, I'm hoping that we can lower our prices by like 10% by the end of the year.
You need to lower them by 50%, pal.
Once we're in Walmart, I'll be able to buy.
You're not going to be in Walmart. Stop conflating the Walmart website that's like Amazon with shelves. You already said what you're doing is being put on their website. I can't keep track of his lies.
Buy 5 times as many beans at once, and so you get discounts.
You're not buying beans, dude. You're white label. You're white labeling it.
With volume. I mean, the business is going to explode once we're in there.
You're not going to be in Walmart. You're on their website. You've already made that clear.
Like it's going to be very, very, our orders will probably 5x.
You will never be on the shelves of Walmart. Never, ever.
Which means I can.
What do you think? They're going to take Folgers off the shelf? Dude, these companies pay Walmart for that shelf space, dude. You're not beating that.
Get better prices on the green beans and then pass those savings on to the customer.
Such a liar. You're not getting any raw beans and roasting them, dude. Stop. Just stop.
Because I don't love charging $20 a bag and $18 a bag. I want to.
Then don't. Then don't.
Be closer to like
you greedy SOB?
$15.99.
That's too much. Even $15.99 is too much. Maybe $9.99? Yeah, $10 I could do. Maybe.
Even that's still kind of expensive compared to like Folgers or something like that.
Yeah.
But I want to be closer to like $15.99, $16.99 a bag instead of $18. And once I buy more quantity.
I think that 18 is only if you like get a subscription or something. Otherwise, it's still $20 for a one-off.
I'll be able to do that. I'm fine with my profit margins as they are now. So
don't you only make $1 from Amazon? Didn't you say you only make $1 per bag selling on Amazon?
I'm happy to just pass those savings on to the customers.
Oh,
you should drink it while I'm streaming. I drink it in the morning when I get up. I've been up since 7.
Nobody believes that. You can't do 9 a.m. live streams, dude. So nobody believes you're getting up at 7 in the morning. Get real.
Dang, now you want coffee? Well, go to buycbc.com. Take you right there.
He makes a little more when he sells it direct because his wife boxes it up. Probably.
There. I'm poor. I have Folgers when it's on sale. Hey, I get it. But you got to remember, Folgers makes, I don't know, 1 million pounds a day. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they have their own coffee factory, unlike you.
Have you ever considered doing a Trump roast? No. The reason it's called Coffee Brand Coffee is because I don't.
You have no creativity. You have no imagination. Yeah. I
wanted to build a brand without a political connection.
Well, you couldn't do that and come up with a good name.
I want, my greatest day will be to see some normie buying it in a store who's never heard of my YouTube channel.
That will never happen.
Who's never heard of anything about me.
Maybe Dollar General? The dollar store, baby.
That's why I didn't want to.
Your expired coffee, your melon-flavored coffee, watermelon coffee. Yeah. Maybe you can pawn it off on Dollar General. Yeah.
I think the biggest mistake content creators make when they start brands.
Should I start a coffee company? The Realist Coffee? Be a better name than his name. Who the hell calls their coffee company coffee?
Is they tie the brand to themselves, and
what's wrong with that? Well, that's a problem for you because you have no personality. You have no charisma. You're not interesting.
Content creation, streaming is a really small window. So, like, if I had called, look at all those crappy meme coffees that came out. Remember Coffee Coffee? That's done. All those liberal tiers coffees and stuff like that.
I don't remember a liberal tier coffee. Was there a liberal tier coffee? I might have bought that.
It's all gone because you just, times change. So that's why I went with literally.
No name. It's not a name. Calling coffee is not a name. By the way, pal, the only reason your coffee sold wasn't because it's good coffee. It may be. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But it's because of your YouTube channel. and all your subs, okay? You used your YouTube channel to market it.
Isn't BRC about to go out of business? I don't know. I hear conflicting things. I'm good friends with the guys who run Black Rifle Coffee, and and as like business people, they have looked out for me. They have given me great business advice. They've given me great connections. They're, you know, they've been really good to me. You know, they know we don't compete for the same customer. So like at a moment's notice, I could call either one of those guys and ask them a question about the business, and they're 100% always open to talk to me about it. So,
and even with their help, he can't make a go of it. Selling like 100 on Amazon of his most popular seller. You're not doing so well, pal. You're not fooling anybody.
You know.
Yeah, sniffing some more. Addy knows. Adderall.
You know, so I you know, they know we're not competing for the same customer. So
yeah. Say it again.
But I would say that Black Rifle Coffee has the same exposure as a political brand, right?
Keep sniffing, pal.
Like that America military guns brand thing is like, you know, times change. Maybe that thing, you know, things won't be like, people won't be into that in a few years, and then things will be tough. But I've got nothing bad to say about Black Rifle because they have always looked out for me. When I was looking at buying a K-Cup machine, they're the guys I called. You know, when I was looking at using, you know, deciding between, you know, basically we roast the coffee. The way you have to make your K-Cups in the beginning is you roast all the coffee and you send it to like one of 3 places in the country that has, you know, a K-Cup machine, a boxing machine, because they're very expensive.
So notice he said when I was looking at, So you didn't buy the K-Cup machine. So you get the beans, you roast them. You don't roast them, by the way. Milk Creek is doing all this, man, all right? You're not fooling anybody.
Expensive. And, you know, when I was at that stage of the business, they were like, here's the 3 people we used to use when we were your size.
That's where you're at. Milk Creek does your K-Cups. Milk Creek does your roasting.
Here's what we paid so you can negotiate. You know what I mean? Like, they looked out for me. So I always have nothing but good things to say about them.
Yeah, sniff away, buddy.
I'll try to get someone to show us at Walmart. Yeah, that'll be cool. I'll have to change the price. What's the Walmart price? Like, what all their prices ended? 94 cents or 97 cents or something like that. Whatever I have to change the Walmart price to, I'll match across all platforms.
Including Amazon? He's talking about Walmart's website. No way he's...
I don't know if it's a rule. I don't know if it's a rule, but it seems like everything there ends in like, you know, everything ends in whatever, 94 cents or 84 cents or 87 cents or something like that. I'm not totally sure. Jeremy, do you have a mod on YouTube? I normally don't even stream to YouTube. Today I accidentally did.
Why doesn't he stream to YouTube? He can afford it. I'm dual streaming right now. Why not stream to YouTube? Get it. Does he have some new deal with Rumble that we don't know about? He might. He might. Maybe that's why he's not streaming to YouTube. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense why he wouldn't. Maybe that's how he's able to afford all this stuff. And there's this new co-host that he's hiring, which is probably Chrissy Mayer. Maybe he's got a new Rumble deal. I speculated about that a while ago. He's just not talking about it.
Rumble exclusive. So if you happen to be watching on YouTube, move over to Rumble.
He's got to have a new deal. There's just no way. It's not the 5-year deal he said he had. No way, but it's got to be something. Otherwise, there's no way he can afford all this stuff. I don't think it's a very good deal, though, because he's selling all his crap.
.com/thequartering.
I could be wrong, though.
I have no connection with Jeremy. I will say CBC is some of the smoothest coffee I've ever had. Really, really good stuff. If you're a Cuban coffee snob like me, you'll agree. Yeah, I mean, all the people who have strong critiques for my coffee have never tried it. You know, it's not dropship trash I just slap my name on like a lot of people want to think it is.
No, it's white label. And it is made by somebody else. White label is very similar. Look it up on Google. It's very similar to dropship, but not quite the same. But yeah, it is somebody else's coffee. You just slap a label on it, dude. Well, Mill Creek does.
You know, every flavor is
In my opinion. Of course, I think there's a reason he doesn't label his coffee in any way about where it's made, where it's coming from.
meticulously dialed in.
Look, if this guy was making his own coffee, if he had his own coffee warehouse, had his own roasting machines, his own bagging machines, his own K-cup machines, if he was doing everything from the production all the way down to the shipping, at least when you order from his website, he would put the location on the bag, like the FDA requires when it's something other than just straight up regular coffee. If it's flavored, that stuff has to be on there. Why isn't it? Because he does none of that.
By me and usually 5 to 10 other people. The 100% Kona's
Whoa. What did he just say?
it is. You know, every flavor is meticulously dialed in by me and usually 5 to 10 other people.
Nobody believes that. This ain't no fine wine. The hell are you talking about?
The 100% Kona is my personal favorite. We'll buy it while it lasts because I'm only going to have it until I'm out of it. I don't want to
You mean until Mill Creek is out of it? Yeah.
be in the market of $50 bags of coffee. Our Kona is incredible. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There are very few Kona coffees on Amazon that aren't a blend. And, you know, straight from Hawaii. I had to buy the beans from Hawaii.
What do you mean a blend? A blend of what? Non-Kona and Kona? I don't know. That's what I think of when I think of a blend. Like, it's not 100% Kona if you're blending it with other coffee, is it? I don't know. I'm not a coffee snob, so.
Hawaii. Shipped to my roaster. Like,
Yeah, you mean Mill Creek Coffee? That's your roaster? Yeah, that's what he's talking about when he says his roaster.
I'm in the bean market. Like, anybody who thinks
You're not in the bean market. Mill Creek buys the beans.
my stuff's drop shipped, like, I could pull up the Excel spreadsheet right now and show you what, you know,
Yeah, but you don't. But you don't, do you?
how you have to navigate buying beans, and you buy them in advance, and, you know, all it.
You're not buying any beans, man. I can just tell the way you're talking right now. You don't know what you're talking about. Unlike you, I am a businessman. I've owned a business, a successful business, unlike your coffee company, which you run terribly. You ain't buying no beans.
It's like a stock market that I have to buy beans on.
No.
I want to try a buttery toffee popcorn type flavor in my coffee. Well, we have toffee flavored coffee.
Ugh.
But I don't know if the popcorn, you know.
Who the hell wants that? Just buy soda if you want sweet crap. There's plenty of energy drinks that are sweet and got caffeine in them. No, I want my coffee bitter. I want it to taste like coffee.
Anyway, enough about the coffee. Hope
No,
you
it's
guys
not.
hope you guys will go buycbc.com, pick some up today, and then once you get it, leave a review.
You don't want me leaving a review, buddy. Believe me.
We're redoing all of our listings. We're adding like 8 new
Maybe I should just buy it so I can leave a scathing review of 1 star. Woo!
lifestyle photos to everything, so hopefully people will, you know, will have better conversion rates, stuff
No, I'm not going to do that. That would be too petty, even for me.
like that. Can you do that, or maybe on your vlog channel, a spreadsheet would clear up a lot? No, I don't really have anything to prove to anybody.
That means, yeah, so, yeah, it's white label. Yeah, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Yeah, lies. He doesn't want to go into too much detail, because if he does, people will see. It'll be much more obvious, as if it's not obvious enough that his coffee is white label. Yeah.
The fact that I even know how it's done proves I do it.
No, it doesn't. I know how it's done. Look at his face. The fake laugh. The fake smile. The forced smile. That's how you know he's lying. That's his poker face. It's really bad. You're a liar. It doesn't work like that. It's not a stock market spreadsheet, dude. It doesn't work that way.
Have you ever beans? Yeah. Black Rifle is trying to be neutral politics-wise. I mean, look, hey, obviously I compete with them for people's dollars for coffee, but not at this. I mean, it's like saying a lemonade stand competes with Country Time Lemonade. Like, they don't care about me in the market. I don't care about them in the market. We have our own customers, you know?
Yeah, dude, they roast their own coffee, unlike you.
You have Kona new customer. Woohoo. Yep. Yeah. If you go to buycbc.com, you can pick up, it's 100% Kona. Beans I bought from Hawaii.
No, Mill Creek bought them from Hawaii. And then you bought them from Mill Creek.
Extremely expensive. I'm
After they bagged it.
basically selling it at my cost because, you know.
I don't believe that.
You know, I wanted to have it, but
And if that's true, that explains why you're losing money. You're a very bad business person. Very bad.
yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. I think I have 5,000 pounds left. 4,500 pounds left is what I have.
He's putting things in terms of pounds to try and convince you that he's the one roasting it. He's not. He isn't.
So,
not even a good liar.
do I have a sample pack? No, I'm looking into it. I'm going to do a sample pack on K-Cups. So the packaging is the problem with the samples. So what I
Mill Creek wants too much money for that. Yeah, they don't do that.
did was I designed a 24 count K-Cup box that I will have 4 flavors in. Here's a question, then we'll get to the story. To me, if I was picking 4 flavors to put in my K-Cup sampler pack, it'd have to be blueberry cobbler. That's just, you know, home run flavor. Probably strawberries and cream, because that's another home run flavor. But should I include, like,
Sounds disgusting.
our standard medium or dark roast, or should I just make it 4 flavors? That's one thing I'm stuck on.
Make it dark. Dark is the most popular seller, man. That's got the richest taste. Why don't you do some research and find out what kind of coffee sell best? Medium and dark roast. You could do that. You got Google, right? You love Grok. No, it's too much work.
Because if I don't put a regular flavor in it, then people who don't like, you know, it's only flavored coffee drinkers will buy it.
Dude, you can't appeal to everybody. You can't appeal to everybody. Research best-selling coffees in terms of type of roast.
But it's like, you know, my Colombian roast, it's good.
Is it?
It's good.
That's subjective. You can't tell us it's good. Maybe I think it's crap.
But it's like, there's a billion people who sell Colombian coffee. There's like
So what?
3 people on earth that sell blueberry cobbler.
Well, only 3 people sell crap that most people don't want to drink. So, yeah, I'll be original. You're sounding like Styxhexenhammer666 now, man. I'm eccentric. I'm odd. I'm not normal. I'm very weird, so that's good. Just because it's not a lot of people are selling it, maybe they're not selling it because it doesn't sell very well. You ever think of that, buddy?
You know what I mean? So it's like, do I just do 4 flavors in the multi-pack, or do I do 3 flavors and
By the way, his blueberry cobbler does not sell well on Amazon either.
our standard medium roast, so that there's something in there for people that don't like flavors?
Does he have no ideas of his own? Does he do these business meetings often on his live streams where he solicits advice from his audience, trying to get free business advice because he has no ability in business at all?
Do 2 options, 1 of all flavors, and then 1 with, do 2, 1 flavored, 1 regular.
Yeah, why couldn't you all offer multiple types of sample packs in different roasts, right? Why couldn't you do that? It's more SKUs, that's true.
2 different boxes. Yeah, I think Nova is right. 4 flavors stand out, because really flavored coffee is my niche, to be honest. Like, I know our Colombian's great, our Ethiopian's incredible, but like, I'm competing against a billion Ethiopian coffees and Colombian coffees and dark roast coffees. I'm not competing against many blueberry cobblers or butterscotch toffee.
That's because it's extremely niche and very few people want to drink that crap.
Not competing against any vanilla sugar cookies.
Yeah, we know why. Wasn't it like back in June or July you sold 100 of the blueberry cobbler on Amazon? There's a reason people aren't carrying these things.
You know what I mean?
I think it was June. He sold like 100. Jesus Christ.
That kind of thing. Focus on what you're good at flavored. Yeah, you're probably right. Just do 4 flavors. I know when we did the advent calendar, my wife appreciated the regular coffee in there over the flavored. I know, that's the thing. That's the thing. By the way, you guys recommended we do a pecan flavor, and I'm testing. I've tested like 7 different mixes so far, blends. I wasn't blown away yet. It usually takes 10 or 20 before I'm satisfied with it, but we will try that.
I love how he's talking about taste testing. Like there's all this quality control. Get the hell out of here.
All right, let's get into this. I hate flavored coffee, so a variety of regular roast plus Kona would be killer. Kona and a K-Cup would be insane. But yes, include a regular. It's the only way I would even buy a variety pack. What I would love to, what I'd rather do is do like 24 pack sampler, like one of everything we sell, but for production, it's impossible.
Why not? I mean, it's your production facility, right? No, it's not. Mill Creek can't do that.
4 flavors, but add your other options on the packaging. Or maybe I do a flavored combo and a non-flavored combo. Because I could do our Ethiopian, our Colombian, our Silky Ultra Dark Roast, and maybe one flavor or something like that. Maybe I could do that. Do you have Blue Mountain?
If he was controlling the production facility, he could do that. Like one of each K-Cup. One of each type of coffee he sells in a K-Cup. He doesn't control the production facility. Mill Creek does.
No, it's very expensive. Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee is out of my price range. Kona's out of my price range. I can't do build your own sampler because I have to produce. I have to buy 10,000 boxes at a time, and
wait. I have to buy 10,000. But you're just gave himself away. He's white labeling it. Okay. He's white labeling it. He's buying it from Mill Creek. I have to buy 10,000 of X at a time. This is the problem with being a big, giant, fat liar. You can't keep track. You just gave it away, buddy. You just admitted it's white label, which is very similar to drop shipping. Yeah.
The K-Cup machine works. Like runs of 6 are easy. So I would do 5,000 runs of 6 of one flavor, 5,000 runs of 6 of another, 555, and then I'd have I can't have the customer pick the combo. When I did fulfillment myself, that was easy. So when I did fulfillment myself, you could basically build your own sampler pack, but it just became too much overhead to do.
Couldn't you have an employee do that? One of your coffee warehouse workers, and that's their job? Fulfilling sampler packs, although if there were enough sales, which he doesn't really have, that would become problematic. Yeah.
Do you have a nice, smooth, black only roast? I would try our Silky Ultra Dark Roast. It's more of like a Robusto. It's very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we know this guy has no coffee house. He has no employees working, boxing his coffee, preparing fulfillment, doing fulfillment. No. That's it.
I think Chad is right that I probably just have to stick to the flavors because that's what we sell best. And then maybe if that sampler pack for flavors work good, then I'll do a sampler pack of non-flavors.
Ay.
You know, they didn't list Kona on the site. Yeah, it's right here. If you go to buy CBC, it's right here. Scroll down. It's the red bag, right here. 100% Kona.
$50. Jesus.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's enough. I can't take no more. So there you go. Jer, the brilliant businessman that he is, needs his audience's help to run his business. Great. There you go. So Jer wants you to believe he's buying the beans, baby. He's buying thousands of pounds of beans from Hawaii. He's buying thousands of pounds of beans from Colombia, Bolivia, you name it. And he's roasting them, and he's got 5-10 people taste testing each flavor and each batch to quality control. Yeah, who believes that? Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that, pal. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section. Is Jer really running his own coffee factory with K-Cup machines and roasting machines and bagging machines? No. But let me know what you think in the comments section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you would like to support my work so this channel can actually grow, please consider contributing. There's a number of ways you can. Number one is super chat would be great. Any amount's appreciated. You can also join as a monthly supporting member by hitting the join button there below the video. You can also join and support me via Patreon, link in the description. You can also make direct donations via the Cash App. It's a great app. The link and my Cash App ID is in the description. It's totally anonymous, and I get 100% of that. Or if you would like to support me in another way, I have a GoFundMe campaign going on right now. If you want to find out what that's about, that link is also in the description. Anyway, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care. Yeah. I guess the multi-K-cup pack could be a problem. If he's producing those in large numbers, you couldn't just have some workers sitting there hand-selecting each K-cup to put it into a box. Yeah. That'd be tough. But if it's a machine doing it, couldn't the machine select? Well, no, I guess not. It depends on how complex the machine is. It's just going to box whatever K-cups are there waiting to be boxed. Yeah, okay. But, I mean, it's moot regardless. He does not have a coffee warehouse. He's not doing any of this himself, man. I can't believe he's still going on, trying to convince people that he's roasting his own coffee. Dude, why? Why do you keep doing this? Nobody believes you. That's why. He thinks he's going to convince somebody. He's so stubborn, as he said himself. He's not willing to admit defeat, right? Yeah, he's just not. Oscar Slagfoot, Shane Cashman, he probably buys it from a wholesaler. It's called Mill Creek Coffee. That's his wholesaler. Kentucky Fan, has the FDA come after him for no labels yet? It doesn't seem so. And he renewed his trademark one day before it expired. Well, he renewed it one day before he couldn't renew it, right? It was already expired. And he had like 1 day left to renew it. And he did. Yeah. Oscar Slagfoot. So he did a fundraiser for the K-Cup machine and never got one. Just stuffed all that money in his pocket and blew it all at the casino. That's possible. That's possible. Somebody told me he has a gambling addiction. I don't know if it's true or not. Shane Cashman, he's got no love for the game. Oscar Slagfoot, if it's a blend, he can't call it 100% Kona. I heard that's illegal. Yeah, how is it 100% Kona if it's a blend? I mean, wouldn't that mean that there's other types of coffee? I don't know how a blend is 100%. I don't know. I mean, maybe the claim is there's 100% Kona in it. But if it's a blend, again, I'm not a coffee snob, so I don't know the nomenclature. Maybe there's something I don't know. Shane Cashman, he wouldn't be able to afford the maintenance costs if he actually had these facilities. Yeah. I'm telling you, he doesn't. That's why it's so expensive, because he hasn't cut out the middleman. That's the reason he can't lower the price. Now, if he had his own coffee factory, he might be able to if he had his own coffee company. He's just too lazy. So he'd be able to sell it for quite a bit less if he cut out the middleman at his Mill Creek Coffee, and then he would make quite a bit more in profit, and then maybe he could afford the maintenance. But the dude is not a savvy enough businessman to do all that. To find the building, to find the bean suppliers, to negotiate the cost in bulk, put up all the capital, get all the machines. He just can't afford it. Not now. But even when he could afford it, if he ever could, he's too lazy. He can't be bothered with that. He gets the bag coffee. Mill Creek does it all. He just fulfills it. That's why he can't lower the price. It's that simple. He's got a middleman to deal with. Anyway, let's move on. I think we got more sticks. Oh yeah, we do. We've got more Styxhexenhammer here. Oh boy. Well, let's see what we got on, if we have anything on Kick. Probably not. Yeah, Kick's a bust. By the way, I would say go follow me on Kick. I'm the Realist67 there. I don't know if any of you are on Kick, but if you are, it'd be great to follow me there. But anyway, let's move on to our next and final piece, shall we? Styxhexenhammer. Oh, God. This is his job. This is his work. 3 5-minute videos a day. Wow. That's not good. Oh, that's not good, Stixy boy. But all right. He used to make more videos, didn't he? And they were longer? Wow. Screen capture on. Picture good. Well, as good as it can be at 720p. There Styx. Picture bad. I think he's streaming. I think he's recording at 320p at best. Looks horrible. My God. When is he going to change that shirt? He's been wearing that plague shirt for weeks now, man. I mean, yeah. Do you think he washes it? Like maybe he washes it overnight. Maybe that's it. But he seems to always be wearing it. So I don't know how he has the time to wash it. He doesn't seem to ever take it off. Anyway, let's hear Styx give us some brilliant takes on economic issues. Wow. Inflation. All right, good to go.
All right, everyone, it's time to talk about sticky inflation, because sticky inflation is indeed probably the greatest problem that the United States faces at the moment. I know that the migrant crisis is a big problem, and it needs desperately to get addressed.
And that's why it won't be addressed. By the way, it's not just illegal aliens entering the country, which account for 40% of the aliens coming into this country. The bigger problem is the front door immigration going on, which includes chain migration. That's when Habib comes in. He lives here for 10 years, gets his green card, and then he's able to bring over mom, dad, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, etc. And suddenly, one guy becomes 27 guys and gals. That's the bigger problem, actually, that they're not going to tell you about.
And it ties into inflation, so, there's a little bit of a crossover there as well. But inflation in and of itself is arguably the greatest crisis that we face today. And this has continued. Biden inflated the economy massively.
Well, to be fair, so did Trump. When COVID first happened, he printed trillions of dollars and gave it away like monopoly money as well. So we don't want to forget that.
To the tune of several $1 trillion.
As did Trump, to be fair.
By the way. And drove the prices through the goddamn roof. And so all of a sudden, the same thing that was $4.99 before is now $7.99 now.
Well, that's not just inflation. That's also gas costs. And the most expensive fuel costs of all are diesel, which by and large is what's used to transport goods. And if you raise fuel costs, you raise the cost of everything that needs to be transported.
And this is a common theme. Also, gas prices. We have an additional issue with the war with Tehran to the Iranians. Because now all of a sudden you have a blockade, effectively, of oil shipments. Well, this is not necessarily the most helpful thing at this particular time. Inflation last month was 3.8. Now that's better than it was before.
It ain't 3.8. That consumer price index, which the government uses, they created it and use it to give you false numbers. They cherry-pick the consumer goods, and it's not an accurate representation of inflation. The real numbers are much, much higher. We're at something like 3,800% since, I believe it's that since we went up the gold standard, or it's 3,800 since the Federal Reserve Bank started. I'm not sure which. Either way, yeah, money is, I think it's since the inception of the Federal Reserve. Over 3,800% inflation since then.
I mean, it almost hit 9%, but it's still not good. Any inflation at this point is not good. It should be a deflationary economy. That's what we should be aiming for. Or at the very least, having inflation pace well behind wage growth.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Too many entitlement programs. 2/3 of the money that is spent by our government, it's state and local taxes, goes towards entitlement programs. So, yeah, not going to deflate anything with those kind of expenses. They got to keep stealing your money through the hidden tax that is inflation. By the way, it's only hidden tax if you're very low IQ.
That way people can actually buy fucking food. Because right now, if you go to the store...
Well, dude, you're not eating, so what are you complaining about? Look at you. You're wasting away. Your diet is liquid in nature.
How much do you pay?
Too much.
For your groceries. I can remember a time, back when I was a child. It was a long time ago.
No, it wasn't. You're very young. You're like 38. Get out. You're very old, 38, but no, dude. You're not old enough to be reminiscing about the good old times, okay?
Unfortunately. And for $100...
What do you mean, unfortunately? Because you're in such bad shape? Dude. You're in bad shape because you're a boozer, you don't exercise, you've taken poor care of yourself. That's why.
You could fill up 2 carts of groceries and cart them out, and then you still had some spending money on the side left over. It wasn't that difficult. You know, the pickles cost like what, $1.25 or something like that? Your gas was 99 cents. Well,
dude, I can remember when it was a quarter.
Actually, sometimes a little bit lower than that, back in the 1990s. Just to tell all the kids out there how things were. My family was raised working
I think I remember it being a dime or something. I don't know, man.
class. My dad worked as a chef. It was a single income household.
I definitely remember it being a quarter. And your dad was a chef? No, your dad was a night stalker. Spent time in jail, didn't he? For night stalking old broads? I mean, dude, if you're gonna night stalk, at least pick some hot chicks. Nah, he's picking 80-year-old broads. Oh, boy.
I thought we were rich when my mom decided to take a side job and was doing, you know, cleaning work and shit like that. I'm like, holy shit, we've got so much money. I thought that was great. And then I made a bunch of money myself, you know, self-employed. I've done this for a number of years, you may have noticed. And I thought...
Yeah, dude, making YouTube videos, I don't know if that qualifies as employment. I don't think it qualifies as actual work, honestly. Not the way you do it.
I was rich when I got like $250 to make some cabinets.
I don't believe that. I don't believe you ever did that. I don't believe that you ever made cabinets or did any physical labor of any kind. I think he's making this up.
And stuff like that. I thought it was great. Like, well...
Does anybody out there think that anyone paid this guy $250 to do woodworking? Does anybody out there actually think this guy could work wood? I sure don't. I mean, I'm sure he can work the wood down south there, but I don't think he can work actual wood.
Oh, I could buy a whole lot of ice cream with this. Yeah, because I was a kid and I
booze.
I still ate, you know, sweet snacks.
And booze.
Yeah, but now, really, $100, what'll it buy you?
Not
Go
much.
to the store and drop a Benji Green and see what you can get for it. It's probably 1/10 of what you could have gotten in the 1990s.
Certainly the 80s and 70s. Certainly the 70s for sure. By the way, I don't drop $100 a week. I think I drop like, I I mean, I guess if you average it out, maybe, but it's generally like 75 or something. But anyway.
It's ridiculous. This should not be happening in one of the most developed countries in the world. This is more third world country bullshit. In a third world country, the availability of food is going to be a lot lower. So it's going to be rice, beans, things like that. Maybe some herbs and spices.
Yeah, scarcity drives up cost. Yeah, the food's going to cost more.
And some salt. But at the very least, you can feed yourself.
Can you? Aren't people like starving and dropping dead in Africa and third world countries all over? Zimbabwe for sure. They kicked out all the white farmers, went full commie pinko socialist, man. Kicked out all the people that knew how to grow food. Confiscated the land in pinko commie nature and gave it to a bunch of government cronies who didn't know a thing about farming. Now they're begging Whitey to come back, and he ain't coming back. Oh, didn't Zimbabwe have $1 trillion bill? Yeah, the food ain't affordable over there. What are you talking about?
At the very least, you're capable of having a decent meal.
In the third world? What's this guy smoking? You back on the spice, buddy? You don't know what you're talking about. We've overpopulated Africa for the past 30, 40 years, sending in tons of aid, outside resources, blowing up their population, then stealing those resources, taking those resources back, and artificially inflated population via outside resources isn't really going to be able to survive. A lot of them are going to die from starvation because they've been artificially inflated. Food prices skyrocket. What's he talking about?
You're capable of having a meal that is reasonably nutritious. In the United States, $100 doesn't buy a goddamn thing at this point. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Now, that may be, but people are still eating. They're still eating plenty. The average American is obese.
It should not be happening. Now, the Biden administration is centrally responsible for this problem. The Bidenflation under his administration is centrally responsible.
I don't know. Dude, didn't Trump print trillions and trillions of dollars too? And Biden might have printed more, but how much more? I mean, they both contributed heavily. And we don't need to forget about Obama. He also contributed quite a bit. Maybe not as much, but still quite a bit.
But Donald Trump, so far, has failed to tamp down on that inflation in any meaningful sense.
Of course, he's controlled. He's a controlled up shill, man. You surprised? No new wars. Yeah, that was a lie. Epstein files, we're going to release them. Didn't release them. Oh, I'm in them? Well, you know, okay.
It is lower, but it's not gone. What we need is a deflationary economy, but
yeah, you said that already.
that would have to last for like a decade in order for it to compensate. We need a deflationary economy. Oil prices have soared because of the war with Iran. That's also very...
And because of inflation. So both contribute.
Very, very unhelpful. And we need to be honest about this. Even those of us that voted for Donald Trump.
By the way, I don't get this. I don't understand his take about the third world. Food's more affordable in the third world? What? Wow, this guy. How did any of you listen to him? About anything?
Trump need to be honest about the fact that his economy in the second term kind of sucks.
Yeah. Quite on purpose as well. The goal is to make all of us poorer.
So far. It really kind of sucks.
Yep.
You know, for the average person. I mean, if you're rich, then it probably doesn't really affect you that much. But if you are in the middle class...
Which you ain't. Couch surfing, Mimbo, Kramer wannabe bum. That ain't you.
Or even the upper middle class... certainly, if you're down in the working class,
which also isn't you.
You know, you're in that sweet spot where you don't qualify for government benefits, but you also don't have enough money to provide for yourself?
Is that him? Isn't that you? I mean, you couldn't afford to pay rent anywhere. How much money are you making a month? Your YouTube channel isn't monetized. You maybe get some pennies from Subscribestar and Patreon if your former diehard fans still feel for you and want to support you. What is that, maybe $500 to $1,000 a month? I mean, you're obviously not feeding yourself. You're probably low on cash and can't afford the groceries. I guess the potato, meaning the potato's parents, don't want to support you. So he's not eating, or he's just drinking his meals. Dude, that's you. You're talking about yourself now.
Yeah, that's a thing, by the way. And it must suck. It must suck terribly.
Well, yeah, you would know. That's you.
I'm sure that it does.
But couldn't he get EBT? I don't think he makes enough money. He doesn't make enough money to support himself. He could get food stamps, right? Probably too proud to apply, yeah. But he's perfectly okay with taking free crap from the potato, from Mel. Oh, he's okay with that. Yeah. I'll take stuff from rando people, just not the government. Yeah. Which is just rando people, because the rando people are paying the government taxes and then they hand it out in exchange for votes. So, I mean, it's same difference, pal.
The Trump administration needs to do more to tamp down on inflation.
I guess he's okay with it because he figures, hey, well, these people are donating to me in my audience, and that's okay, at least because I'm giving them something they value and they want. I'm providing them a service. What about Mel? What about her? I'm pretty sure she's bought, paid for, her parents have food that you have eaten. You don't seem to have a problem taking that. So why don't you get on government assistance? No real difference. Well, Mel cares about me, does she? I bet they want you out of there, man.
In every possible way. It's the biggest thing on the plate. Now, you look at the border, for example. Look at the border. It is true that the border needs to be secured. Why does the border need to be secured?
Because it's not secure?
Part of it is because it's going to cause prices to fluctuate. Part of it is literally just economic. And the neocons have this weird concept where they think if we just import slaves, which is basically what they treat them as, then the prices will go down. You know, who will pick the asparagus? Who will pick the apples? It will be anarchy.
Well, he's not wrong to a certain extent. When you increase demand, you also have to increase supply. But if you suddenly increase supply, But if you suddenly increase demand, it takes a while for supply to catch up. And so you will have higher prices because there'll be greater demand than there is supply. Okay.
Yeah, this happens all the time. I would believe that the American people are probably capable of growing apples. They're probably capable of growing tomatoes.
We do. Have you ever visited California? We grow apples. What is he talking about?
They're probably capable of growing carrots.
We do. What?
I would like to think that we're that intelligent.
We are. It's just that you're not, because you don't even know that we do that, and more.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You are.
Maybe the neocons are right and we're all a bunch of retards or something like that.
Well, you certainly are, my friend.
I don't think so, though.
Really? You don't know that we grow apples in America?
I think that that's wrong. Donald Trump...
By the way, doesn't this guy pass himself off as some kind of like farming guru? But you don't know that America grows apples? We grow almonds too, pal. We grow all sorts of stuff.
Needs to do more with regards to foreign diplomacy. In domestic policy, he has generally been good.
I would argue that we need to remove ourselves more from international relations, okay? That's what I would say. We're doing too much in other countries. Too much. getting too involved in their internal affairs.
But foreign policy, no. Hauling off and attacking the Ayatollah for no reason, without provocation.
Oh, well, we had a reason. Oh, they were going to get nukes. Yeah, I've been hearing this for 40 years, man. I was hearing this when I was a kid. Well, we got to stop them from getting nukes. Yeah. They still don't have them.
Doesn't make any sense. Things were normative in that particular region.
Well, now, you don't believe in normal, Styx, okay? So I don't know why you're using that word, because you said yourself there's no such thing as normal. So you can't use that word because you said yourself there's no such thing as normal.
In the Straits of Hormuz. They were normative. That's the truth. And
as compared to what? Because you don't believe in normal.
We need to acknowledge that that's the truth. Otherwise, I mean, if you can't hold political leaders to account,
which you can't, we know that,
for mistakes that they make, they're going to make more mistakes. Well, I don't want Trump to make more mistakes. They affect me. They affect me greatly. When I go to the store and I see, the pickles are $9 instead of $5.99 or something like that.
But you said yourself you don't want anything to do with the government, the society. You don't want to have anything to do with it. You want to do your own thing, be left alone. Well, there you go, Styx. You're getting what you wanted. Now you say you want to be involved. It affects you, so you have to be involved. You can't decouple yourself. Which is it?
Yeah, that affects me. I want my dill pickles. I'm tired of this shit. This is just, the tip of the iceberg, by the way. This happens all the time. People can't even buy friggin' French fries or tater tots or something like that. Well, that's not normal. That's not the sort of thing that you expect from a wealthy and successful nation.
No.
It's not the sort of thing that you...
Well, the nation's not wealthy. People need to stop saying that, okay? Individuals in it are, not the nation. The nation has no wealth. It's the people that have wealth, okay? People need to stop making that false conflation, all right? It's not America that's wealthy. It's certain individuals in it.
You expect from a nation that is doing well.
Are we doing well?
It's the sort of thing that you expect from a nation where basically their economy is soccer or something like that. That's basically what you've got at the moment. It's really, really sad and regrettable. So I'm going to hold Trump to account the way that I've always held every other administration to account. I mean, there's less account, admittedly, for Trump.
You mean accountability?
Because generally
he's really gone downhill. Even his speaking abilities and his, verboseness have seriously declined. Mispronouncing words left and right, using the wrong word. He didn't used to do that so much.
Doing a good job. Whereas the prior administration, he couldn't even walk up the stairs.
Yeah, Biden was obviously not in charge. Trump isn't in charge either, by the way. He's just a more effective figurehead, okay?
Okie dokie then. Yeah, that's great.
Anybody out there that thinks that our president is running things is a fool.
That's wonderful. And this happened a number of times. And then you have before that, of course, Obama, who was a complete failure. Although he did hold inflation down. Okay,
Nah, you really didn't.
Accomplished one thing, and then...
You got that one wrong too, Styx.
Bush before him, who said that we should coexist peacefully.
Oh, inflation wasn't as high. They didn't hold it down. We haven't had a year where there hasn't been inflation in, I don't know how long. In my lifetime, anyway. So, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Less doesn't mean none.
With fish. Yeah, that's basically, that's literally what he said. Yes, Kitty. Yeah, George W. was a retard. He didn't really know what he was talking about most of the time.
Well, Well, neither do you, pal, which you've demonstrated here in this video and most of the videos you make. Well, there you go. There you go. Styx says a lot of stuff in this video that is just stating the obvious. He doesn't really have takes. Stating the obvious is not a take. So, you know, he's also quoting the Consumer Price Index, which is a scam. It's nonsense. Real inflation is actually quite higher. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Is Styx right about, ooh, third world countries, oh no, they're able to at least eat a meal and be able to afford their food and oh yeah, oh God. Is he right about anything in this video? Any takes he's had that aren't just, you know, stating the obvious? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I create. Also, if you would like to support my continued content creation, there's a number of ways you can do it. Number one, you can make a super chat. Any amount is appreciated. You can also follow my Patreon and support me on a monthly basis there. Or you can join my YouTube channel supporters by hitting the join button below the video. Or you can make a direct donation via my Cash App link in the description. It's totally anonymous, and I get 100% of that. And if you really like to support me, please check out my GoFundMe campaign I've got going on right now. You want to know what that's about? Click on the link in the description. It'll tell you what that's all about. But anyway, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Oh, people in third world countries, they're able to eat simple meals and, you know, sate their hunger, and they're doing just fine. What? Dude, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? They're starving to death, dude. Good Lord. Thanks to NGOs and other governments sending them bunches of aid packages over decades and decades, which artificially inflate their populations. And then when the aid stops, all those people that were created by those resources that cannot be acquired locally, they drop dead. And then people cry, overpopulation! No, we're not overpopulated. There's no such thing. Overpopulation isn't real because you can't create all those people without the resources to create those people. You can't make something from nothing. Pinheads. Anyway, let me get to your comments if there's any. Probably not too many, unfortunately. Let me see. No, not too many, unfortunately. All right. Oscar Slagfoot, that's his favorite shirt. It makes a statement. What statement? That he worships death? That he's a fan of the plague? That he likes plague doctors? I don't know. Oscar Slagfoot, yeah, I find it hard to believe he's ever operated a hammer before. This dude didn't ever do any friggin' woodwork. Get out of here. Naz98's in the room. How you doing, Naz? R.I.P. Styx. Yes, Naz. Yeah, he's already done. He's dead. He just don't know it yet. Shane Cashman. I don't think Styx understands how much of an effect corruption has in the economics of third world countries. Yeah, he doesn't. No. Dude, this guy. He does not understand politics. He does not understand much of anything. Okay? Crowbar the Skull. Hey, Crowbar, how you doing? He's entitled to pickles. I find it funny. This guy is obsessed. He's obsessing over all of these hedonistic physical pursuits because that's all he's got in his life. Pickles and crinkle fries. Who cares, man? I am concerned about the inflation, but not your ability to get pickles, okay? Nobody cares. Crowbar the Skull. Styx, hold yourself to account. Are you kidding? This guy? Hold himself to account? Never happen. It'll never happen. Tento Midnight. Dude, unblock the Keck Wrangle. He's a knight. He is Voodoo Styx, and Jer blocked him. Just look at them now. He just called me and did not mention you at all. That is good for you. Who are you talking about? What are you talking about, Tento Midnight? Unblock the Keck Wrangle? Who the hell is Keck Wrangle? You want me to unblock somebody? I blocked someone? Who'd I block? Keck Wrangle. And I don't know what you're talking about. Crowbar the Skull says, he just says dumb shit now. It's so sad. He used to love Styx. Well, there was a time he was pretty well spoken. Now he's, well, just a rambler. He's just rambling. Most of what he says is nonsensical. What's he talking about? People in third world countries are eating fine? What? Have you looked at Zimbabwe lately, buddy? How about South Africa, yo? Yeah, they booted out a lot of the, if not all, the whitey farmers, too. How's that going? Place a hellhole. The best thing that happened to them was apartheid, yo. Bunch of fools. Nelson Mandela was a big giant communist, yo. People hold him up as some kind of hero. He wasn't no hero. He was a commie pinko scumbag. Look at what his political party has done to that country. It's fallen apart. There's shortages of everything. Styx don't talk about none of this stuff because he's not politically astute at all. Nonsense. What a dimwit. Using the consumer price index to gauge inflation. Get the hell out of here. Dude, you can find out, you could get a more accurate read on how inflation is actually working. You could use AI to a certain extent, although that's biased as well. Just do some of your own research, Matt. There's think tanks out there. There's think tanks out there that do the real work. It's way higher than 3%. Where's he getting this? Oh, consumer price index, yeah. Oscar Slagfoot, white man, please come back. Yeah. No. No way. Shane Cashman. I think they are trying to get the farmers to come back to Zimbabwe. Yeah, they are. They're offering, I don't know. They're trying to offer them incentives to come back. They got some takers, but most of the farmers are gone for good, man. I mean, the day of the $1 trillion bill is gone from Zimbabwe, I think, but they're not getting Whitey back. It's not happening at all. By the way, where'd Tento Midnight go? He said something about somebody being blocked. Let me check this person's channel out, see who this is. I don't know who he's talking about. I'll go check my blocked list. Keck Wrangle. Maybe I blocked somebody? I don't know. I rarely block people, man. You got to be a real pain in the ass for me to block you. Real pain. So I don't know who he's referencing. Anyway, should I cover any more content, or is that it? Do I have some more Jer? I do have some more Jer stuff. Let me, but if I do any more content, I need to hit the can first. I need to, yeah. Okay, I guess I can do that, but I need to take a whiz. So, I guess I can do one more piece. Give me a sec. I need to hit the head. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. When you're sitting for over 3 hours, the old bladder gets kind of full. Especially when you're sucking down water and coffee. All right, we're going to do a Duncanine segment on Jeremy Hambley. If you're wondering what that is, so Duncanine is when I review various clips in one segment. So, yeah. Give me a sec. I have to open the tabs up. Yes. Open in a new link. Page doesn't exist. What? What happened? What? The channel this was connected to is gone? No way. What the hell? Oh, this is weird. I haven't had this happen before. No way. Give me a second here. This is quite unusual. Whoa. Okay. Non-existent link, but it was just there a couple hours ago. No, a few hours. Okay. Well, let's see. Hopefully these others are working. All right. Well, that one's good. That's a new one. Okay, good. That link is good. I don't open all of these tabs until I'm going to do the story, since it puts a strain on the CPU and all that. You don't want to have this stuff open in the background for a long period of time if you don't have to. I'm also dual streaming right now, so keep that in mind. I have a pretty good computer, but even still, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, is that 6? That's 5. Okay. I had 6, but meh. 1 wasn't working for some reason. That's weird. All right, let's pop one more piece of nicotine gum. I don't really chew all that much of it. Jer had 3 pieces in his mouth. I could tell. They're 4 milligrams of nicotine a pop. I mean, if you're chewing 12 milligram pieces at a time, that's heavy duty, man. I guess it makes some sense. He is 450 pounds, so big guy like that, maybe needs a higher dose. I don't know. All right, screen capture check. Camera's pretty well centered. All right. No drop frames. Wow. No drop frames. Dual streaming. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right, we're going to move on to the Jer Duncanine segment. So let's do this. So hello all and welcome. And it is I, the Realist Philosopher. And this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So it's time for another Jeremy Dale Hambley Duncanine segment. This is where we take a bunch of individual clips on various subjects and use them to make fun of, dunk on Jeremy Dale Hambley, also known as the Ham Beast, Ham Planet, Quarter Pounder, Ham Burglar, Cleaner Outer of White Castles. That one's mine. So let's get into it, shall we? Shall we? Yes, we shall. All right, so here we have Melanie Mack and her tatted up arm sleeve, wearing an inch of makeup there. Yeah, at least she's got a normal hair color again. Normal hair. Looks pretty good. It's better than the Kool-Aid colored crap she had before. All right, Jer, tell us what you have to say, buddy.
That was not a fun day. But it turns out, so I had to get MRI and all this stuff. Turns out apparently there's like this, so post MRI, my ACL and MCL were intact. And then there's like, this is kind of, we'll get to this in a second, but I just got to update Mel because she doesn't know. There's like this sack of.
You couldn't update a raw show? You got to tell us on show? How is this any different than your blog? Your new vlog channel, man. Oh, it's not.
Sack of fluid behind your kneecap. It's got a name. I forget what it is now.
Okay.
Whatever that is exploded.
Ow.
And all that fluid was like leaking into my knee and my shin.
Can't you just get that drained? They can't drain it?
Oh, no.
And,
oh, no.
Yeah,
I can say that. Can you give me $500?
didn't even really notice it was swollen until I went to the ER. My water broke. Yeah. I had
something you'll never know anything about personally, Melanie. You ain't having no kids. 40-year-old broad married to a gay man. Allegedly. Yeah.
I had a baby, everybody. I haven't lost the weight yet. Let's be kind, okay? I'm only 3 days postpartum, all right?
That's all she does is laugh. She just laughs and says, yeah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, my God. She contributes nothing.
Right, okay. So, give me a minute for it to come off. I'm working hard.
Dude, you don't work hard. What are you talking about? You've never worked hard in your whole life.
But and then it's gross now because now I know. Yeah, Baker's cyst. Yeah. So
Baker's cyst? That's not all that serious. That's when you get an injury to your knee and fluid builds up behind the knee. It's not when a sac behind the knee bursts, if I recall. It's when you get an injury to like your ACL or your meniscus or something, and then the fluid builds up and there's nowhere to go, so the pressure builds, and that's what causes the pain.
Now I know what it is, and I see my knee, and I'm like I'm pushing. I can push it around. Like, the summer of, I even ordered a hover round because I wasn't sure if it was an ACL MCL thing, and I didn't want to miss like the Ren Fair and the.
What, dude? You ain't going to no Ren Fair, pal. Okay? We've all seen the footage. We've all heard from the Ren Fair. They got your picture up, man. They know who you are. You ain't getting into the Ren Fair, buddy. They got security. They're looking for you. Oh, my God. Oh, can you imagine? That'd be great. That would be great, man, if we could get footage of him trying to get into the Ren Fair. And they boot him out, or maybe he gets in. Maybe he sends his wife to buy 2 tickets, and then he sneaks in. Dude, don't try it, man. It will not end well for you, buddy. You imagine him puttering around the Ren Fair on a mobility scooter? I don't think you can. It's not like paved roads. It's not sidewalks, dude. The Ren Fair is just like lots of uneven dirt ground. You can't take a scooter there.
The EAA flying and stuff. So I wasn't going to let it ruin my summer.
Sure.
But the second I got the MRI, like while I was live streaming, I was
What do you mean ruin your summer? What the hell are you doing? You're a 450-pound man who sits all day. What does your summer consist of? Just drinking all day? You ain't doing nothing.
Canceling the order. It was like $2,500. I'm like, okay, well, cancel this. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Now it's just a pain management thing, and I guess they have to stick a needle in there and drain it out, I guess. But best case scenario, I thought it was going to be summer ending surgery. Oh, shout out random nobody who gifted.
Yeah. By the way, he ain't going to no Ren Fair. He ain't going to no Ren Fair at all. No way. Not happening, pal. So here we have a statement from the Ren Fair. Oh, baby! Jeremy Hambley, also known as the Quarterin, has stated his intentions to attend the Renaissance Fair this season. This guy, by the way, I don't understand his obsession with the Ren Fair. I mean, it's just pure naked consumerism, man. It's just a bunch of retailers. It's just a bunch of retailers dressed up as pirates and all. I mean, maybe Styx would like it, but I don't see the fascination. The Bristol Renaissance Fair has taken measures to notify him of his ban. He'll still try to go. I almost guarantee you he'll still try to go. And has informed their security that he is not allowed on the premises. Oh, man, can you imagine? He's probably like the only guy they have a picture of. If you see this man, eject him immediately. They're all walking around with like a kind of wanted poster pic of Jeremy Hambley. This man is not allowed on the premises. If you see him, eject him immediately. Let's see if we can read this. I don't know if you can read this. Let me see if I can blow it up. Okay. No, I cannot blow it up. I'll read it, though. You probably can't. Good afternoon. Thank you, Bell Scott. I guess, thank you for your response. I would like to bring to your attention a clip. Okay, this is them emailing, somebody named Bell Scott emailing the Ren Fair. I would like to bring to your attention a clip from Jeremy Hambley's stream where he states his intention to attend the event this season. Can I ask what measures the BRF, Bristol Renaissance Fair, takes to prevent banned attendees from buying tickets and coming onto the fairgrounds? And if he somehow circumvents those measures, he's going to try. I don't know how he's going to succeed. 6'5", 450-pound behemoth. Pretty easy to spot, even on a mobility scooter. How would he be handled if found on property? Bristol friends at renfair.com. Thank you for sending us this information. Our security team is already aware of his statements. Really? Oh, wow. So, people working for the Renaissance Festival watch Jer's videos. Because they're so terrified this guy's going to show up and ruin the Ren Fair. They're actually monitoring his activities. Wow. We have banned all email addresses associated with his account, and our security team has all his information. Can you imagine Jeremy trying to circumvent security at a Ren Fair? Like maybe he shaves his beard, or he shaves his head, like tries to change his appearance, puts on a disguise. You're not going to ruin my summer! Including photos. Oh, they have photos of him too. Although cameras are permitted inside the Ren Fair, all other equipment, including microphones, are prohibited. Well, you really wouldn't know, because almost all modern mobile phones with cameras, there's a microphone that acts in concert that you can't see. So if somebody's filming with their phone, you're not going to be able to know if the microphone is being used, and it almost certainly is. I guess if they see someone with a visible microphone, but even then he's not allowed in. Should anyone attempt to enter the fair with that equipment, he's not bringing equipment, he'll bring his phone. They would be turned away. Live streaming is prohibited at the fair, but most modern phones can handle the type of bit rate per second to live stream. You wouldn't need any special equipment. In the highly unlikely event that he were to enter the fair, he's going to enter. I guarantee you he's going to enter. He'll send his wife to buy a second ticket. He'll sneak in. He would be stopped and removed as soon as he began streaming. So you wouldn't remove him if he wasn't streaming? I mean, what if he's using his phone to stream? Jeremy Hambley has been notified that he's banned from our property. Okay. But if he got in and he wasn't streaming or didn't have like a visible microphone, you wouldn't remove him? I don't know. We are prepared to take the next legal steps should he attempt to enter. Next legal steps? What, call the cops? Have him trespassed? File some kind of lawsuit or something? I don't know. Wow. Wow. This is serious stuff. But he says he intends to go. I mean, are they saying that if he's able to sneak in, he can stay as long as he doesn't have a visible microphone or he's not visibly streaming? It seems a bit unclear. Okay. I'd watch out. Watch out, folks, attending that Bristol Ren Fair, man. Might have to deal with this pervert. Anyhow, moving on. Yeah. Next. From the Kino Grove. How can you two even make this breaking news boring? Cordery only focuses on the negative comments in his chat. Jer's also thinking about switching up the schedule of his streams. Yeah. He's not going to do the 9 a.m. anymore, I don't think. Too lazy. Even though he claims to get up at 7 a.m., I don't believe that.
You click through on the quartering channel and give us a follow. We're live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, Mondays through Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern, but we may go back to 2 p.m. Eastern on Mondays and Fridays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'm sorry, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. But anyway, just follow the channel so that way you get notified. How can you two even make this breaking news boring? Oh, I don't know. It's tough. We're good at what we do. That's.
Oh man, Lord, Ham Planet, you need to review your comments better, man. I don't think he meant to read that, but he read a little bit of it at the beginning, and he didn't think it was negative, but he didn't read all of it. Yeah. How can you make breaking news boring, Jer?
Not everyone can do that. The Egyptian planes, maybe that. I mean, this is him. They have him from leaving his car, walking back in. Oh, by the way, this is him.
Yeah, Jer can't not make it boring, okay? He's not capable of being entertaining. That is the correct answer. All right, we got some more Jer here. Yeah. So, more evidence that the quartering is abandoning his 9 a.m. slot. He is now asking his followers to sub so that they don't miss him going live at a wide variety of times. I don't know what it is about this dude. Why can't he stick to the times that he said he was going to do? I don't get it. Lazy. Oh, jeez.
First of all, and I've seen no evidence whatsoever that he deserves a new trial. Now, if you're one of the many thousands of people watching on the homepage of Rumble right now.
Dude, Rumble bots their own content, in my opinion. You don't have thousands of viewers, okay? Your chat moves like molasses in winter. There are not thousands of people watching you on Rumble. Nobody believes it. The last time that you streamed on YouTube, where you have far more followers, far more exposure, you got 135 viewers live. 135 concurrent at your max. And that was when you had that Tobuscus guy on, who's supposed to be some kind of big deal, has a huge channel. But you expect us to believe that you're getting thousands of viewers on Rumble for their big talents who sometimes appear on the Rumble homepage. In my opinion, they bought the hell out of them. They bought the hell out of them. It's a way to, in my opinion, fool advertisers so they can get more ad revenue. That's it.
Now, please remember to click through on my name, The Quartering, and follow the channel. I go live at a wide variety of times.
Why? Why a wide variety? Why can't you be consistent, man? Why can't you have the discipline to show up at a specific time daily? I stream 3 times a week. I always do it at the same time. Why can't you? He's lazy. That's why.
And I don't want you to ever miss a live stream. And speaking of Rumble, I want to give a huge shout out to.
Dude, I don't watch your live streams. I rely on clippers on Twitter because you are so boring. You are so insufferable. I can't watch you. Your live streams are the worst. There's so much dead air, Jer. I just can't do it. It's torture, man. It's absolute torture.
Rumble Wallet. It's the only place I store crypto. So I'm really happy to give it a shout out here. And
I think he got some new Rumble deal. And it's not no 5-year deal, by the way. The president of Rumble told us that. Now, maybe that guy was lying. I think he may have gotten a new Rumble deal. That would explain where he's getting money, because his YouTube channel ain't making nothing. He's on track to make about $2 to $3 grand based on his first week of views, long form views, minus shorts on YouTube. 2,500, $3 grand. And he's got a new co-host showing up, probably that Chrissy Mayer broad. And he's not getting rid of Melanie Mack. He's bringing on a new co-host in addition to Mel. $500 she's going to be making, this new co-host, I would think. How's he affording that? I think he got a new Rumble deal. He's just not telling people about it. That's the only way I can imagine that he's paying for all this. Because where else? I mean, unless there's some NGO paying him off to be some controlled op shill like that Destiny guy, allegedly. I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
Here's a word from Rumble Wallet.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about Rumble Wallet, pal. Anyway, 9 a.m. shows canceled from this guy with the wig. Quartering has effectively given up on his morning show after repeated cancellations and pushbacks. What's strange is he kept saying how successful it was at 9 a.m. Yeah, I don't get that. Obviously, it wasn't successful. And it was growing 10% each week. If it was growing 10% each week, he wouldn't stop doing it, okay? Too many late nights riddled with Fireball. Yeah, he didn't want to get up 7 a.m. anymore, if that was ever the case. Pain meds and mobility scooter shopping. Oh, so he's given up on the 9 a.m. slot. Well, why am I not surprised? Yeah, Jared's not a morning person. The guy's boozing it up too often, too late. He just doesn't like having to get up at 7 a.m., you know. Even though he's not getting woken up by his wife, because we know they don't share bedrooms. They're in separate bedrooms, obviously. Yeah, 7 a.m. Ooh, that's so tough. Wow, this guy. Talk about prematurely aging. But anyway, there you go. There you go. So that is our latest dunkening of the quartering. So if you like and appreciate my dunking, roasting talents, please do consider joining my Kick, where I am the Realist 67, or YouTube, where I'm also the Realist 67. Hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, you can make a donation via Super Chat, which would be greatly appreciated. You can also join my Patreon, link in the description, or my Cash App, link also in the description, and Cash App, I get 100% of that, by the way. Also, you can join my YouTube channel as a monthly supporting member by hitting that join button below the video. And if you really like to support me, you can make a donation to my current GoFundMe campaign. If you want to know what that's about, just check the link in the description. It tells you all about it. And don't forget to leave a comment. I hear it's good for the algorithm. Anyhow, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care. Yeah, I had another clip that was a longer one that I was going to do in that series, but when I clicked it, it popped up, this channel no longer exists? Like, what? In like 3 or 4 hours, the channel itself is gone? It's weird. What happened? Did Jared get them flagged too? I don't know, man. Something's not right. Anyway, I say we have a handful of viewers on Kick. If you like what you see, don't forget to follow. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 p.m. New York City time. I don't know what that is where you live. You can just Google current time in New York City if you want to know. Anyway, on YouTube, we don't have too many people. All right, let me get to your comments. There's not too many, sadly. Oscar Slagfoot. I think Elon Musk did a mass airlift from South Africa. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Yeah, the government there is paying mercenaries under the table to go and unalive whatever whiteys still own farms there. In my opinion. Shane Cashman, I've been watching some Africana people on YouTube. When this whole thing with Iran happened, they thought it would lead to them being able to claim eminent domain. 10-toe Midnight, you think he tried to do her? Who? Who are you talking about? I'm not here making reference to. You making reference to Chrissy Mayer or Melanie Mack? I mean, neither of them would get with Jer. Are you kidding? Even Chrissy Mayer can do better than Jeremy Hambley. She's married to some simp anyway, as far as I know. Oscar Slackfoot, you're going to have to trademark that line, cleaner outer White Castles. That's a winner. White Castle makes some pretty good burgers, man. I can imagine Jared going in there and, sucking down their entire inventory of cooked meat. Are you kidding? Shane Cashman. Such a shame he got banned from the Ren Fair. He'd be a really great Henry VIII. Dude, he's going to try to get in. It's almost a certainty. I guarantee you, what's going to happen is, so he'll go, and he'll, like, wait in the car, and his wife will go up to the ticket booth, because you know in the ticket booth, they're going to have a picture of him, right? And she'll buy 2 tickets, and then she'll go back to the car, here's your ticket, and she'll, take him around crowds of people who are blocking the view of the ticket seller, and he'll sneak in. He'll just try to, like, keep a low profile or something, and he probably or maybe won't film this year. But it's almost certain he's going to try to sneak in. It's a veritable guarantee, if you ask me. Tento Midnight. Jer must be a real a-hole if he's banned from there. I have videos on my channel of him at the Ren Fair. Check him out. The dude is a total perv, man. He's perving on single mothers. He's perving on all these broads, and they're hearing him in a lot of cases. Shane Cashman. Would they send people in funny outfits to escort him out? Yeah, maybe. So that was what was unclear. They said that even if he was able to circumvent their security, that if they saw somebody inside streaming, they would ask them to leave. That's kind of infers that if he was able to get in, they wouldn't kick him out unless he was visibly streaming. That sounds like what they were saying. So they have measures in place, like his picture in the ticket booth. But if he can send somebody else to buy a ticket, he can just get in. And as long as he doesn't stream, he's in. That's kind of the meaning that I inferred from it. Okay, Tento Midnight. Well, I don't know who you were talking about. You were talking about somebody who said I banned. Somebody named Keck? Keck something? What's the name of this person? Keck Knight or something? I don't know. Shane Cashman. I want to see a Renaissance Fair incident. That'd be great. Tento Midnight. Jer might be a pimp. Nah, man. He ain't got that much swagger. Come on. Jer ain't no pimp. He's a simp, not a pimp. Have you seen the way this guy acts towards women? And of course, the new co-host is going to be a broad. I'm almost certain it's going to be that Chrissy Mayer chick. That's what I think. Shane Cashman. Jer wearing a ridiculous outfit, having a meltdown. He could go in a disguise, right? Maybe dress up as, I don't know, a Fat Robin the Hood? Fat Robin Hood? That'd be hilarious. Woo! Can you imagine Jared trying to blend into the wilderness with a green and brown leathers? Oh, my God. Shane Cashman. It'll be just like the pirate arrest video. I'm telling you, he's going to try to sneak in. He's going to try to sneak in, man. And he might be able to. I mean, these Ren Fairs get thousands of people. So maybe tens of thousands. He doesn't have to buy the ticket. He'll send his wife up. She'll get the ticket. And he'll sneak in. And he'll probably film video. He might, like, wear a shirt that has, like, a breast pocket like this. And then he'll, like, maybe put the camera. He'll, like, put his phone outward facing and have it turned on to film. And then that way nobody will know that he's filming and streaming. He'll probably do something like that. And then he'll, like, post it afterwards and say, ha ha, I snuck in. I went to the Renaissance Festival, you haters. You weren't able to keep me out. That's the kind of thing he would do. That's the kind of thing Jared would do. I think he'll sneak in. I honestly do. I honestly think he'll sneak into the Ren Fair and he'll stream and he'll, at the very least, record himself in there, even if he's not streaming. I mean, that last time he went there, maybe he had camera footage that was obvious, but this time he'll bring his phone. And phones are advanced enough now. You can live stream. He'll have a good enough phone. You can live stream. I could go out and live stream on the street. Tento Midnight. Just don't worry about it. If he did not, Keck is forgiving. He used to talk people. Okay, I don't know. You said his name was Keck. I'll go check my banned list. If this person is on it, I'll remove him. I don't know who that is, but Is there somebody I should know who they are? Are they a big content creator or something? I mean, I removed a bunch of people. I removed that bear guy, the bearing, whatever. I mean, you know, I removed a whole bunch of people. And I don't have that many people banned. I really don't. Like, the only kind of people I'll ban is, like, somebody who is being dishonest about their motives. Like, they're not acting in good faith in my room. Like, they're like, yeah, like, you know, somebody comes in and tries to pretend to be a fan so they can troll me or try and dunk on me. It's like, I don't have a problem with the trolling, just as long as you're an honest troll. Like, I'll only ban people if they're, like, really, really dishonest and misrepresent themselves. Then maybe. But, or if they're just being a pain, like if they're spamming the hell out of the chat. Like, I have a 5-second slow mode. That's nothing. But if you're, like, spamming it, yeah. And you're being a remorseless troll, then I might give you, like, a timeout or something. You got to be a real pain to get banned. You got to be a real pain or very dishonest to get banned in my chat. Anyway, how long have we been going? 3 hours 53. Oh, geez. And so there's the 30-minute wait time. So 3 hours and 23 minutes. So I've been going a while here. All right, guys. I think I'm going to head out. I'll go look for this Keck person. Let me see what name you talked about before. 10-ton, 10-toe, whatever. Gotta scroll back here. Sorry. 10-toe removed it. Oh, well, that doesn't help. You removed the message. Well, I can't. Okay, I'll go look at somebody named Keck in my band and list and remove them. Anyway, guys, on that note, I think I'm going to head out. This stream was meh. I don't know. Might be the time. I do my stream at the same time as Fat Man and Little Cokehead. We have the exact same type of audience, so probably not the wisest course, but what are you going to do? Tento Midnight says, no, he's like a diplomat. He's talked to me last night and likes my trolling. Well, you haven't been trolling me. Not really. Which I appreciate, but... What do you mean he's like a diplomat? I don't understand what you mean, Tento Midnight. Like a diplomat for a country or a YouTube diplomat? I don't know. Why would he be on my blocked list? Why would I have blocked him? Was he a troll? Is he trolling my chat? I mean, you got to be a real dick to get banned by me. You got to be like super addictive for me to ban you. Oscar Slack with Bony Nachos, everybody. I'm not sure what that means. But if this person's banned, I'll unban them. I'll look for a name with Keck and Knight in it. So, yeah, I'll unban him if he wants to come into my chat and watch the next show. Anyway, guys, I think I got to head out. Yep. All right, guys, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.